underneath Sean Payton, which is why Russell Wilson, I think why Denver went out and got
Yeah.
Sean
Do you
Payton
think
for
do you
Russell
think he's
Wilson.
going to bring that magic to Russell Wilson to make him the way he was in Seattle than last year's debacle in Denver?
Yeah, but you got to realize Russell Wilson was on the decline in Seattle. He had one good year. Other than that, it was mediocrity
Yeah.
at its best.
Yep.
And
Gotcha.
then you turned around and you gave him wide receivers to go ahead and give to. And he still couldn't do nothing with
Yeah,
it.
he had Lockett, Metcalf. I mean, he had a hell of a running game for a little while there. I mean, he had a couple guys in the backfield. I mean, yeah, I mean, honestly, he was on his way down. I mean, and that's what it looked like to me too. That's why when everybody's like, "Oh, I'm so shocked not to see him doing well in Denver." Well, I mean, to be honest, he wasn't doing that great in Seattle towards the end. So, um,
No.
he had those couple years with a Super Bowl run, but I would even argue without that Legion of Boom defense, I
Oh, he
don't
wouldn't have
know if
been.
I don't know if he would have taken them over the top on his own. Like for example, you got guys like Josh Allen that can disguise a rough defense. You know, you got guys out there like Patrick Mahomes who can, hide that defense. But that was never Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson always took what he could get from that defense. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be that number one, probably the most highly criticized Super Bowl play of all time, where they threw the ball instead of giving it to Lynch at the one. I have a couple Seattle buddies that won't even talk about that football game. Actually, they won't even bring it up in a conversation.
Well, I wouldn't
Uh,
either because that's just downright.
that's
That
just
was
the worst way to lose.
ridiculous.
I think that might be the worst way you could put you're inches away from a Super Bowl championship, and you throw the ball when you have probably one of the best power backs in the league at the time. It's rough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was rough. And we all knew they were going to run. We
Yeah.
all knew. And then to throw that, it was like, are you kidding me?
Well, that was just poor. That was just dumbass play. I think that was trying to your ego. You know what I mean? Just like, I'd have just had Lynch just put it in.
Yeah.
They overthought the situation.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Go with your first instinct.
Yep.
Okay, now we got the Cardinals.
On the
I don't know
clock.
what everybody else is seeing.
Yep.
People probably see it. It's 1:57 right now.
Oh,
so-
I'm 22 seconds ahead of you.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. Right now, this is going to depend on whether or not we move up or we stay put.
What this one? This pick right here, the
Either
Cardinals
this
pick?
one or either this one or number 5 in Seattle.
What do
Whether
you
or
think
not
you guys
they
are
take-
moving up for?
Oh,
If we're going to
tackle.
move up, we're moving up for Jalen Carter.
Really? Yeah, that's
You
what the
think
Eagles.
so?
The rumor
Yes.
was the Eagles were trying to do
Woo.
the same thing. The rumor was the Eagles were looking to shop because a lot of people have him going five or six to Seattle or Detroit, which I could definitely see that being a fit. But yeah, Howie Roseman, the
I
GM
thought
for
it was
the
an
Eagles.
offensive tackle. Everything I've read,
Well-
offensive tackle, the Steelers are going to trade up for.
Well, the
Never
Eagles,
Jalen.
the Eagles are tied to Carter because of the fact that we picked up two Georgia Bulldogs last year with Kobe Dean, and we got the big boy Davis there at defensive tackle, and they were
Yeah, I
side by side.
broke my closet door when we fucking didn't get him last year on a mega cast. I was upset.
So people,
But I mean, I was happy. I'm happy that we got Kenny Pickett. I really am.
yeah.
But
People just want to see Carter back next to.
Oh
back to
no!
Davis.
Oh, big news! You guys see the big news
The
right
Texans
now?
just traded back in again. Wait, what? They traded up
They
again?
just trade. No, it just traded. Hold on. Texans
the-
back on the clock. Said
What
Steve
the hell did they
Montgomery.
trade?
Woo!
Stevie B, thanks for tuning in.
What did they trade?
A receiver. Uh oh, people on standby.
What the hell are they doing? Are they selling the future to get the president? Is that what they're doing?
in. Wow, that's fucking crazy.
D'Amico Ryans, man, that guy's aggressive as hell. That's one thing I've heard about him. D'Amico Ryans is no joke too.
Texans trade back. Oh, Texans trade
I
back.
don't think they traded back. You think they gave up? I don't think they gave up Stroud to move back a spot.
Anthony Stewart said Texans trade back 2 to 3 spots. Yeah, so there's always a delay, everybody that's listening, because we're all, maybe on different channels, but we're going to try to give you guys the best knowledgeable draft that we can see.
Yeah, I'm streaming too, so I'm usually like the high def is usually a little 30 seconds
Oh,
behind.
that's funny.
Time for me
That's
to open
funny,
Twitter.
Carefree. Yeah.
I don't ever use Twitter except for draft night. That's the only time I use Twitter. I'm always trying to keep an eye on,
This
trying to
is
keep an eye
hard.
on, Ian Rappaport and all them guys. It's the only time they're useful, in my opinion.
Surprised if they don't take the best D player, Andrew Stewart says. Yeah, it's hard doing all this stuff, doing podcasting like this and doing this, during the draft. Like I said, we had some technical difficulty with Brian Burns, a buddy of mine. He was doing it on the road trying to talk football, and it was just back and forth, and it was in his car, and it was just. I don't think he understood. It's a hard. Doing podcasting isn't easy.
No,
No,
not
it's
always.
No, I love doing it though, and I love talking football and other stuff, which we do.
Let's be honest. You just like talking, Bubba.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I talk for a living. I think people get fucked off at me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse my French. But that was my one for
Wow.
the show. Here we go.
Wow. I saw
Yeah.
the pick.
The
I'll
pick
wait.
is in.
Okay. Yeah, you're 20 seconds ahead of us, right? Rich?
I'll wait.
Okay.
I can be a good team player.
Oh, I know you are. Even though you got
Here,
the
how about we do this? Yeah, I just saw the pick is in. TA just saw the pick is in. So that's
I'm last, so I'm always last in everything. So you guys can say the pick.
I'll wait until you guys announce
Yeah,
it, and then I'll chime in.
I'm good.
I can hold off.
Oh, now I see it.
I saw it coming, though. I saw that coming. I had it. Everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, JT. Say the pick.
No, I don't.
Oh, you
I
didn't
don't
see it yet?
No, I don't see it yet.
Okay, I got it.
This
You
is
see the pick?
wide back.
Ooh, Will Anderson. They went
There it
defense.
is. That's wow.
Okay, still not seeing that yet. Either.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's
sorry,
probably-
guys.
That's okay.
I thought we were all on agreement on the same page when we said
Yeah.
the pick was in, and
We're just one guy short.
I'm only seeing him come to the podium right now. So
Yeah,
that's-
it's up. The selection is up. He's coming with the hat with the the flat hat. Like I
that's how
I
far
gotta do this
behind I
flat.
am, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just-
you must
For
be
me-
about 10 seconds behind.
For me, I'm just really curious to see what was given up for that. They didn't trade back. They kept Stroud at 2, and that means they traded all the way up into 3. And I would love to know what they're giving up to get there.
And quite honestly, I think they could have stayed where they were at to get Will Anderson.
Where are they 7 or something like that? I think 8. I forget what their others. No, I think they were further back.
Well, do
I
you
they
think
were like
Seattle
12.
or Detroit? Definitely the Raiders. Coming up would have took a quarter. No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking other stuff. I'm sorry.
Their next pick is 12, and I know that in a lot of mock drafts that I've been seeing, Will Anderson never leaves the top 5 in any of those mocks. So I think they were just really worried about, Detroit taking
going.
one, and then Seattle taking one. And then Detroit taking the other, because that's probably what would have most likely happened. So I think that was them being nervous. They didn't want to sit around and wait.
Andrew Stewart says, I won't blow up any more picks. I apologize. I'm getting them a few minutes or so early. It's okay, Andrew. I'm reading them on social media. I'm like one of the few, besides if Rich gets on to chime in. Sometimes he usually does. I see it, and I won't say nothing until, the other guys say it. So we're good. You're good, Andrew. But we appreciate you for watching the show, though. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Bones Javicki, thanks for tuning in to the MegaCast 6 with Steelers Realm podcast and the Triple B Experience. And you just missed Brian Burns, who has to go home to get back on the internet. So, yeah. So, Bones, if you got anything, chime in.
I want to know what's wrong with AOL. I grew up with that.
That's what he
Yeah.
has.
Exactly.
That's what he has.
You know what's funny about AOL? It's one of those things where whenever somebody says it, you can hear it. Like, it's a weird moment where you can hear the internet. in your
Oh, here
head.
we go. We got someone else coming in. You're going to bring him on, JT. He's your boy. Give him a good introduction.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's here.
Hey, fashionably late to the plate. Our guy, deep in the heart of Browns country, as well as TA would call him, the man, the myth, the legend, 2 or 3 times, the freight train himself. Back in the saddle. What's up, baby maker?
Boy, don't put words in TA's mouth. Let me tell you
Welcome,
that right
Freight
now.
Train. Welcome.
Hey, everybody. Hey, better late than never, right? I mean,
Yep.
I didn't want to upstage TA's grand entrance in this thing.
Hey, you know what you got to do, though? Look at this, though. I tell you what, Larry has been just living and loving that hat, man.
Larry, I got
There
the
it
hat,
is.
buddy. Here it
He
is.
is. There it is,
There it
Larry.
is.
It's going to be coming for you. Sending it out
Nice.
tomorrow.
Nice.
Steelers Realm podcast with the prizes. They're showing me up. That's okay, though. I appreciate
Yep.
it. You guys do a great
You
job.
are
on
the
your show.
prize, Bubba. You're
Oh.
here for them every week.
Thanks,
There it
Rich.
is.
The
Did you see it,
Colts,
Larry?
Colts are up. Pick is in. That's all I
There
know.
we go.
Chris Elliott says, hey, Freight Train, what's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Chris Anderson, thanks for tuning into the MegaCast. Freight Train, thank you for showing up last night for our pre-draft one. That was a cool, getting ready for this today. So
Fun times.
it was
Fun
a good
times.
time.
Curious
Yeah.
to see. This is where the draft starts to get a little bit more interesting. I think this is where we kind of start wondering, like, where the hell is everybody going to
Okay,
go?
Andrew. Yeah, Andrew says, wait till you see this pick.
I haven't even seen this pick
Yeah,
yet.
Andrew's got better cable than me, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I got YouTube TV. I'm usually.
Yeah, I
beating
got
people, but-
Xfinity. I stream. I have a nice little package here system that I stream, and if anybody wants this package, it's kind of nice. I get a lot of stuff for.
Tell
a
him to
nice
stop
price.
being an overachiever.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
I thought
okay,
I was
Larry's-
overachieving. What is that? I mean, wow.
Larry says he likes it a lot. Yeah, Larry called in there, Freight Train, and he was making some picks.
Nice,
Don't worry,
nice,
don't
nice.
worry, Larry. We'll have to get you a midnight green and black one while you're at it.
Who invited Rich
okay.
Smoke to the show?
He is Western.
He's part of the experience.
Okay.
Yeah, he's full
Yeah.
of knowledge, full of football knowledge.
Right.
Yeah,
My
I'm just
dad's
messing with you,
most
Rich.
of my- It's funny. My
Right.
family's kind of split in half. There's half Steelers, half Eagles. So I'm used to the shit talking on both sides of the coin. So
That's
one of
that's
those-
the internet right there. Yeah, that's funny.
Steelers freak coming.
here we go. to
Yeah,
pick
there it
doom.
is.
He's powering up. He's powered by hookers on a tandem bike.
Back in the
I
day,
knew
that was
it.
a good thing.
I knew it.
Hookers and Coke used to be good.
They just announced the pick. I'll give you guys a second. I'm shocked. I love it, but I'm shocked.
Joey Porter Jr.
Wow. I came on saying, yeah, wow.
You're telling me that they did not go with a quarterback.
I will not spoil the surprise for you here in a second. I want
Rich,
you to be able to
Rich,
enjoy
Rich,
the
go,
pick.
Rich, go ahead. Go ahead, Rich. Give
With the fourth pick in the draft, the Colts take out of Florida Anthony Richardson, quarterback.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
wow.
I listen. I was telling you guys when I first came on that was my favorite quarterback that was in this draft, and I'm not going to lie to you. I was fully with FTA on this. I really thought Levis was going to go first, but I will say I am pleasantly surprised to see Richardson at
Well,
four.
they do needed a quarterback. The Colts do need a quarterback.
Well, a friend of mine's a Colts fan, and he said if the Colts took Richardson, he was going to stop being a fan. So I guess he's going to turn all.
Well,
his stuff
I know one of the Colts scouts, Chad Henry. So Chad is
Oh, okay.
actually posted on his social media. He was in the war room, all dressed up to success. So I don't know if he's listening, but if he is, Chad,
Great pick. Great
good.
pick.
He works his ass off scouting teams because he's all over the United States.
And we
So-
appreciate you, but I also want to say from an Eagles fan perspective, thank you for the first round pick for Carson Wentz. I really appreciate that. It really means a lot to us. We had to offload
Is
that
this
guy.
really a good pick though? Or are we
So
talking
yeah,
about
so
another
Steve,
Malik
Steve,
Willis?
you just saw. Steve Montgomery just said Chad Henry was just on his
So-
screen during the Colts pick.
So what would
That's
you
awesome.
so Freight Train, what is your concerns with Anthony Richardson?
I mean, I didn't really watch a lot, but I did watch a handful of him during the season, and he didn't really jump out at me during the season. But then all of a sudden, the combine comes around and he's off the boards, like almost like he just single-handedly trained to have a good
You have
combine.
connections, Steve. You have connections.
I think a big part of that though too was their system wasn't. I mean, like there was some deep throws in there, but I think it was the first time he was really able to show that potential, like that arm strength that he showed off at the combine. We never really saw that from
Wow.
him prior to that. So
But Bones Dravicki just said he
Right.
had only 13 starts. So 13 starts, you draft him number 4.
yeah, I think it's a little
Oh.
high. I mean, again,
Yeah.
I like his upside, and I was telling you guys that when I first came on. I definitely like his upside. I like the speed. I like the pocket awareness. I mean, I thought he looked really good when he did play. They're actually comparing him to McNabb right now, which is kind of weird. I don't know where
Rich,
you see that.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do you got your medical marijuana ticket?
Nope.
Because I'm just wondering if the last name Smoke is going with the smoke you're trying to feed us right now.
Exactly what it is. I will say right now they're showing a comparison between him and McNabb, but I don't see the comparison.
Well, Eric Steele on the Facebook social media site said Anthony Richardson could be a bust. That's what he just said.
Anybody could, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why we do this. That's why nobody takes the best player first every time.
Steele was
So-
busting my
Guaranteed.
chops last night. He was tagging up on Freight Train against me. Still knew his shit though. He come back with the past deflections of Joey Porter Jr. last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the interceptions.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Rich. All right, because I looked at Anderson as a guy who really helped us out today be successful in the AFC North for at least the next 5 years, and that was Lamar Jackson,
Yeah.
really bringing the Baltimore Ravens down to a new low. Thank God for the signing today. I was so excited. I couldn't have been more excited. This is what Anthony Richardson reminds me. You
That's
want
fair.
a running quarterback, this is what you got.
Mhm.
I would say though Richardson can sling the ball, whereas I mean I know Lamar can, but I know people argue it a lot, but I see Lamar still as a run first option quarterback, and that's what bothers me the most about Lamar. And hopefully they don't try to make Richardson that, because that's not usually what he is. I mean, he's a lot more of the RPO, similar to a Jalen Hurts kind of play style, where you're relying a lot on the RPO, a lot of quick play action stuff. But I don't know. I mean, again, I've watched him quite a bit, but I'm not going to sit here and promise the world, But I like him over Levis still. I mean, I don't think he should have went at 4.
All
I don't think
right.
he should have been the 4th pick.
Here he is. Brian Burns. Now he's in the house. You good, Burnsy? You good? Can you hear me?
He's
He's muted.
He might be answering you.
Hold
but
on. It's me. It's me. Hold on, Burns. God damn it. You good? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now, Burns? Can we hear you?
He's muted again.
Ah, Jesus.
Sign
Christ.
language is good.
There.
Okay, let's try it now. Yeah.
Still mu-
No, hold on. What the fuck?
Take that.
There we
Wait.
go.
Hey,
Either you were
well,
going
that's
back and
two
forth.
there, Bubba. You're
Hey.
That's
you're
two.
cut
I'm
off.
sorry. Burns, you on? I Burns, you on?
I don't know. You keep shutting me
There
off.
he is. There he is.
I don't mean to. This is high tech.
Hey, real quick, they just announced the trade details. Adam Schefter just announced the trade between Houston and Arizona. The Cardinals in that trade. So Houston got the 3rd pick in the draft, and they also got the 105th pick of the draft. But the Cardinals in return got the 12th pick, the 33rd pick, a 1st rounder next year, and a 3rd rounder next year as well. So
What?
the Cardinals
Wow.
gave up 2 firsts and a 2nd and a 3rd. So
For
quite
Will
a bit
Anderson?
for Will Anderson. They gave up quite a bit there to get to that 3 spot.
Jeez.
No, Burns don't have dial up.
I didn't like the last
I'm
pick.
not real tech savvy.
I just saw
You know
them
what
taking
that-
Anthony Richardson. I don't know.
Say what you really think, Burns.
Yeah, tell us how you feel, Burns.
Tell
I
us how you feel, Burns.
I just saw one. I heard one of you guys saying, "Well, I like him better than Will Levis."
Yep, that was me.
That's toss up. That's toss up.
And that's what I love about you Philadelphia Eagles fans. You can never agree on any goddamn thing. Yes. Now we've got a show.
I didn't even see the first 3 picks. Who was taken?
One was Bryce Young, 2 was Stroud, 3 was Will Anderson, and then 4 was Richardson. So those were the top 4 as of now.
Yeah.
I tell
And
you
the
what.
Cardinals sold the house.
Who took Bryce Young? Carolina.
Yep.
Mhm.
You're not liking
I don't
that,
know.
Burns.
That's like 150 pound. That's like 150 pound quarterback. They better have some protection. Yeah.
I think I was
This
bigger than him.
beer
in high
here
school.
sponsored by Butterball. This beer here sponsored by Butterball Beverage in Clymer, PA.
I need a couple. I should get a couple. Oh,
Now I
Give me a
gotta ask you 5 guys. Did Bob already say they're going to go 16-0? The AFC Championship games in Pittsburgh. They shouldn't have to play a regular season game, and they should have the AFC Championship game every year at Heinz Field.
Brian, hold on, Brian. He's waiting for the crescendo. That is right after the 16th pick for him to give that information out. You just blew
Well-
it for all of our fans.
well, Burnsy is right. I used to do that every year. I would take the Steelers to win the Super Bowl every year and then I would cry in my beer, many cases of beer later, because of that, and I would keep picking it every year. So yeah, he's pretty much right. I don't do that too much anymore because
Well,
I have to be realistic
Well,
though.
what
I
we-
was never realistic.
we'd have fantasy football draft, and he goes, "I'll just take the Steelers." I'll just take the Steelers. Okay. First pick. I take
take
Favre.
Mahomes.
He take.
Steelers
I
defense
take
in
Brett
the second
Favre
round.
every year, number one. And he go, "I'll just take the Steeler D." Oh, okay, good enough. Yeah. Is Bradshaw there? I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Pick is in for 5. I won't say anything, obviously, but the pick's
Wow,
in
this
for
is
me.
is this
Hold
quick?
on.
This is
Well, it's a cornerback.
Ooh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming.
Houston has 2 round picks.
I
in
know
this
who the
draft, either
Steelers are
one
going
of
to
them.
take.
Well, who? Tell us, Burns.
The cornerback from Maryland, and then Tomlin will get on the TV tomorrow and go, "Well, he's real smart above the." What's he say? He goes, "What's the term he always says? Above the neck." Oh Jesus! Oh, that dude from Illinois. That's not a bad pick.
I didn't see it coming. though.
Cerebral.
He's cerebral.
Wow.
Cerebral. Rich.
Bones
Yeah, he's
Javicki was
cerebral above
guessing.
the neck. That's it.
Yeah, Javicki Bones was guessing Jalen Carter for the Seahawks. Steele says he didn't. Wow, didn't see that one coming. So
I
that
didn't
was
see-
the.
Well, I'm
That
going
was
to tell you
one of the
right now, if the Steelers can take that Jalen Smith from that big dude from Georgia, God bless America. Because I'll tell you what, I wanted that big dude last year from Georgia, and Philly
The
got
nose
him.
tackle. The nose tackle.
Thomas,
Yeah, and then-
yeah.
And then the Steelers
Yeah.
drafted Neil O'Donnell II, so I wasn't real happy with that. But whatever.
Yeah, you guys wanted Davis last year. I had a lot
I
of
wanted
Pittsburgh
Davis
fans
in the
that
worst
wanted
way.
Davis.
That's why
I
I
wanted
broke my
Davis in the worst
plausible.
way. That dude had trouble fitting through the school door.
Yeah, we like him over here. We're not using him all the way yet, but I like him. I like him a lot.
Okay.
He
All
is
right.
one
I'll tell you
massive
what.
dude.
We're Detroit. Really, we're going to see Pittsburgh here very soon, unless they trade up. Detroit.
Did nobody announce the 5th pick there?
Oh, nobody
No.
did announce it. No.
Yes,
What
yeah.
he did.
Did you get
So
it,
the last
JT?
one, I'll go ahead and announce it.
Yeah, you got it.
JT.
Juan Witherspoon out of Illinois.
I didn't
Wow.
see that coming. I
Well,
thought he was going to go a little bit later in the first round. I didn't
I
expect
didn't
him
think
to
he
go.
was a high pick in the first round.
I wasn't expecting Richardson either, though. To be fair, so I mean, here we are.
Hey,
Yeah.
what would you guys think if the Packers took a wide receiver in the first round just to show Aaron Rodgers, hey, we run the show? That'd be hilarious.
That would be.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Kind of like
because you know it's
Aaron.
coming.
Yeah, but
You in
let's
New
be-
York.
Well, it
I
can't
like
be.
you.
I mean, that can't piss him
I'll
off more than the Jordan Love pick did.
Well, I tell you what, my good buddies are all Packers fans, and they flipped out when they took Jordan Love. And think about it, it's the same thing that happened with Favre, and look where he got traded. Same thing. But I'll tell you what,
He'll be with,
the
he'll be with the Vikings
if
next
the
year.
possible. But I'll tell you right now, if that dude right there gets a good front line, watch out AFC. I still think he's got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he does
I still
too.
think
I
he's
don't
got
think he's. I mean, he did that little retreat there for a little bit. You know what I mean? Smoked some dope, and it was all in the darkness there on the Pat McAfee
Kumbaya,
days.
yeah.
So yeah, he's good. I don't like hate.
my-
I don't hate Aaron Rodgers.
My father-in-law is a big Jets fan. I mean, he was born and raised in upstate New York, and I'll tell you what, a lot of the Jets fans are pissed, but I think they were a quarterback away from making a really good push. I mean, they definitely need a little bit of help on the front line and blocking a little bit, but defensively, they're great. I mean, they have some weapons on the offense. I mean, they were really just a quarterback away from having a chance. I'm not saying they're going to be a Super Bowl team, but I think there's a lot of key pieces in place to make them a really good football club this year.
Okay, so let me ask you guys
And
a question.
I
I'll start
love their
with.
coach.
I'll start with TA. TA right now. The Lions are on the clock. What kind of pick do you think the Lions are going to take? Because that coach, I do like that coach. I think they're tough. So who do you think?
Actually,
Yeah.
I think they're going to probably take Jalen Carter, which
That's what I
will
thought.
not break. It will break my heart, but not break my heart because that just means that we're not going to do nothing foolish.
Okay,
Kneecap
oh.
Campbell.
JT, what do you think?
I have no clue, guys.
Gotcha. Okay, I don't either. I just like Campbell as a coach.
Yeah. I think
You
they're
know,
going somewhere in the trenches.
Bone
Probably. I
says
think offensive
Detroit will
line.
take Carter now. That's what Bone Javicki agrees with you. So
Oh yeah, 100%.
Huh.
I was saying earlier that I thought that he was going to go 5. I thought he was going to go 6 or 7, whatever, either Detroit or he was going to go Seattle 5 or 6. I mean, so
Ronnie
Yeah,
Arbogast, thanks for
so
tuning
we're-
into the MegaCast. God
I
bless you.
actually thought Seattle was going to take.
that's
care
who
of
I
it, to be
thought. That's
honest with
why. That's why Devin shocked me a little bit.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
If I was Seattle, I would have taken Carter instead.
you. Yeah, because
Hey,
you know,
hey,
Pete
Bubba.
Carroll's
Yeah.
Pete Carroll's got a big head. I mean,
Yep.
and I think Pete thought that he could probably fix the kid.
Yep.
Wait a minute. There's
So
something
we're
just
actually
happened.
gonna-
Hold up.
we're-
Hold up. Forget about Detroit. They
I'm
just
seeing a
fucking-
Tempur-Pedic commercial. That's all I'm seeing.
They just made a trade.
I got Geico.
What? You got a trade?
No, there's a trade right now. Arizona. Shit. Bone
Oh,
Javicki,
shit.
shit. Arizona traded in for Detroit. Arizona's on the clock right now.
Very smart.
Jeez.
No, they're
Very
not. They're
smart.
not where
Holy
I'm at.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Hang tight, Bernsey.
Well, what's weird is I'm watching a commercial for Chipotle right now, so I don't know what the
Well-
hell's going on. It doesn't even show the ticker on the
No, I
bottom like
got
usually
trees
it does.
down. I'm looking at a commercial.
Well, usually it
Sti-
shows the ticker the whole time, no matter what commercial is on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still
they took
says
that away.
they'll take an offensive tackle. Arizona still says an
So-
offensive tackle.
So
Hey, we
they're
appreciate you guys for tuning in with all your comments in the MegaCast with the Steelers Realm Boys and the Triple B Experience, myself and Rich Smoke, and the first appearance ever in a podcast in podcast history. B. Brian Burns, full of college and professional sports knowledge.
Yeah, so basically
care about
Arizona's trading back in to get Johnson.
So
Well,
the trade
that's it.
details, were released already, by the way, for this one. This one was pretty quick. The Cardinals get the 6th pick, which we're taking right now. In return, the Lions get the 12th and 34th pick. So they didn't spend a lot of money. They didn't give up a lot of capital to move up at all. So I got to say, the Cardinals were smart, trading all the way back with Houston and then trading their way back up for a lot less. So that's a big W for the Cardinals. A lot of extra draft capital for next year and getting a guy that it seems like they already wanted. So kudos to them.
I think.
Well, Freight Train.
I think the
Bone
Lions
Javicki
made out
said,
on that one.
think D.
Yeah.
Hopkins is involved in this trade. Freight Train, do you think they traded Hopkins in this Cardinal situation right now? Maybe.
No.
You
No.
don't think so?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
I'm just trying to throw it out there
Hey,
to get
can I ask a
everybody's.
question, Bubba?
Yeah, you're allowed to ask questions, Burns. This is. a
When
podcast,
did Greg
man.
Javicki turn into Albert Einstein here all of a
I
sudden
don't know,
after
but
20
he's
years?
coming up with some good stuff. He's coming up with some good stuff. Because he
Okay.
said it might be the Hopkins. Hopkins might be involved. We're gonna have to see here.
Oh,
Yeah,
DeAndre.
no, it's not. It's 12th overall
He
pick,
might
and
be
then
getting
the
Russian
second round
AK
pick.
off
Yeah, I
Javicki's
just
firearms
announced
off
that.
that thing.
Yeah.
Ain't no DeAndre in there. DeAndre is supposed to be going to Baltimore, is what the rumors had it. I'd be interested to see if Baltimore can make a draft day trade.
He misses you, Burns.
Hey,
he
what
said
was
he
it?
misses you.
What was the deal on that signing with Lamar Jackson? I had to leave the house, go to that little league
Five-
game. What was
five-
the deal?
5 years, 260 million or something like that. They because Jalen Hurts was getting 255, and Lamar had to be the highest paid, so they tossed in an extra $5 million for just a little adder.
Uh-oh,
and
Steelers
Brian's
freak with
gone.
that one. The gauntlet. Pittsburgh
We-
Steelers gonna have to get through this gauntlet in the AFC quarterbacking division.
I wouldn't worry too much.
It's a different thing, and we just got to get to the playoffs, Steeler freak. I'll be happy
Oh,
getting
that's
to
it.
the playoffs.
That's
That's
it.
easy. That's easy to do. No big deal. Here we go. The
Hey.
pick.
Pick is in number 6.
Paris Johnson, offensive tackle.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
That's going to start the whole tackle train.
yeah, way to go, freight train. Follow the
Sorry, dude, that's the
procedure
guy I
here. We're
wanted.
all on a different
quiet.
streaming feed.
He was quiet for a little bit.
I've been sitting over here for 20 minutes with my teeth biting my tongue for every pick, and here you are. It's like, oh, yeah, by the way, here they
Here
go.
it goes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna rip it.
No, we lost Burns. He'll be back on. Okay,
That's
that's the first
fucking-
tackle gone.
That's great. That is
First
great.
tackle
That's a
gone.
great pick too.
pick.
And they got him at a good price again, like for how much capital they picked up. I mean, it seemed like they probably knew they were going that route the whole way. So,
But you guys,
definitely smart.
you and TA Freight Train actually seen him play because you guys live in that area. So
Hmm. You want to talk
I
about a
already
Maulers
told you
right
before
there?
Freight train did who they were taking.
Oh, here he goes. Got to
Did
put
I not
chest
just
out.
say Paris Johnson is who Arizona traded back in for?
I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I wonder where
And that
Vegas
was
goes.
not knowing the live feed.
All right, TA. Then who are we taking since you can dictate the future here?
There's still some more tackles there, but if they go on a run on tackles, we're going to be screwed. One,
So
two, three.
here's the thing. You want to know, Freight Train? It's going to be tough if Broderick Jones is still on the board. It's going to be hard to pass him up to take the corner. And the reason I say take the corner, because if we don't take the corner in the first round, we're not going to get a great corner in the second round. However, if we take the corner in the first round, we can pick up Jonesy from Ohio State for right tackle, make him a little bit of a swing, move him behind Chooks. Everything will be fine. Run it with.
Whoa! Wait a minute. What about Dan Moore? How about somebody for Dan
Look,
Moore? And let
stop.
Dan Moore
No, we're going to run Dan Moore for one more year.
Oh God,
Bubba, we're
one
going to
more.
run him for one more year.
Oh,
But however,
God.
we pick up old Jonesy from Ohio State. Now that's a road grader.
Yeah.
We already know our boy likes to run to the right. That's only going to help out. Trust me in this. I know where I'm at, and that's
I
exactly what we need
like
to
how
take.
most of your knowledge is, TA. I just I just can't fucking get into.
I'm getting nervous, man.
That's
Getting close to
Dan
my
Moore.
pick at 10.
Now I
Getting
got a
real
question for
close.
all you guys.
Well, my question is, Smoke, do you think the Steelers will go ahead and take your 10th pick?
I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't mind moving back 7 spots. I mean, I think the guys that I like in this draft for Philly are probably still available around that 17th pick. Or, again, you trade back 7 spots. If you have to move back up, so be it. But I would be perfectly fine with that. I have no problem. I mean, I like Jalen Carter, and I get the hype between putting him back with Davis there in the trenches. I like the idea. But I think there's more pressing spots to fill for us. So, I mean, for me, I like – yeah.
You talking the Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
The
got a
Eagles
jersey.
don't have that much to worry about right now.
No,
Them
but I
boys-
think it's longevity you got to look at. I mean, for example, like I do like Joey Porter Jr. later on in the first round, out of Penn State. I
You
do
can
like him
have
a
him.
lot. I like him a lot. I really
can have
do.
him.
I like him. I think he looks pretty good in my
And this
opinion.
is a guy who's a big Penn State fan below me, and if he says you can have him, then you can have him.
Okay,
Then. Oh,
so Bernsey, why
I'll
don't
tell
you
what-
like
I'll tell you
Joey?
Why?
yeah, tell us why, Burns.
I'll tell you why I don't like Joey. I tell you why, and I bleed blue and white. There's my
No,
buddy
he
Mike
does.
like Cap. If Deb, you're listening, put him on. Because I'll tell you what, that boy will not hit anyone. He refuses to hit. He's not like his daddy. His daddy will lay you out, but that boy right there will not hit anybody. And they hardly threw to him because, that's Joey Porter Jr. Ooh. Now, look what Najigma did to him.
Freight Train's gonna say
Come on.
something. He's just waiting. Freight Train, go ahead, say something.
I just
Go ahead, Freight Train. Have it.
I don't know. The games that I watched, he
Let
was
me have
coming in
it.
and
I mean,
making
I
tackles.
mean,
He was making big plays. I mean,
Yeah.
my mother-in-law went to Penn State. So did my mother-in-law's mom, and I have a couple. All of her whole family, brothers, sisters, nieces, all of them. They all went to Penn State, and they love the guy. I mean, they all wear like the jersey with his number on it and all that. Like they're really big fans of Joey Porter Jr. there. I liked what I saw. I mean, I
Well,
agree with you. I think that he's definitely not a hard-hitting corner, but he'll make some plays if need be.
Thank you, Shane.
Open field, he
Here's-
looked
here's
pretty
what-
good.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, we pissed him off. He left.
Yeah, he got so mad, his
That,
yelling cut out his
JT did
Wi-Fi.
too. JT's mad too.
His frustration cut the Wi-Fi connection in half.
So
Steele
much
says-
for AOL.
Yeah, Steele says the quarterbacks are deep than the tackle in this class. And Chris Elliott says, love the KC fans booing the Raiders. And Robert Oswald, thank you for tuning into the MegaCast. So, yeah, Burns is he's a novice when it comes to podcasting. God bless him. There he is. He's back
I poured
again.
myself a rum and coke here to be ready for my pick here at 10. I'm not
Okay,
ready for
Burns.
pick 10.
Okay, Burns, you're back. Your internet is shitty.
I forgot to buy beer before this event. I'm pretty disappointed in myself.
Okay, Burns, you're
Hey,
back.
would you like one, buddy? I'll give you one.
Yeah, if you want to ship that all the way down here to the
kicking me
Philadelphia area, I'll wait for it.
I am not touching you. It's your internet. Pay your bill.
Pay your bill.
Here's what scares me. Here's what scares me about Porter. And Bubba said that to Freight Train last night. I don't want him coming into Pittsburgh and thinking I'm just going to do whatever I want because my daddy. That's what scares me. You got to
Well, you know
earn your
what?
spot.
You know what, Bernsey? I agree with you because I don't really want Porter either because you don't do business with family.
Yeah.
And
No,
right
it's
now,
hard.
Nope.
Joey
And that's
Porter Jr. thinks
I
he's
was going to
family.
bring this up tonight. Do you want to know why the Steelers took Devin Bush? And that's on Tomlin because when he was at Minnesota, he coached his
Yeah.
daddy. And that's why he took
That
him
comment.
over Devin White. And look how that worked out. That dude is the biggest piece of shit. I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah, but let's
Yeah.
be honest. We didn't have enough capital to trade up another 5 spots to take Devin White in that
True.
draft pick.
True.
All right,
True.
because
Why
we
aren't we
would have
getting
had
him
to
right
go
now?
at 5 to get Devin White. All right, so we
How
took the
old
next
is
best.
Devin White right now?
This might be one of my favorite comment sections
What,
of all time, by the way.
24?
This is great. Yeah, that hand
25?
crank.
No, I mean, I'm being serious. Here's my problem with the Steelers right now. They have no depth, period. Nowhere. And Bubba bleeds car power. And back then,
Burns,
here's
did
my
you
problem
steal
with the Steelers.
TA's internet?
No, here's the problem.
Is your
Because-
dial up not dialing?
It's not dialing.
You're
Colin.
good, Burns. Keep it going. You're getting people. I tell you what, my Facebook is blowing up. I can't keep up. Keep
Well,
going,
here's
Burns.
here's the problem with the Steelers right now. When Cowher drafted, he drafted. Now he had a pipeline in Colorado. Now I'm not going to complain about that. Other than Penn State, Colorado, that's my team. But they got they got guys from different locations, not the top 10 and NCAA teams in the nation. Like Greg Lloyd from Fort Valley State. Now Cowher didn't get him with Greg Lloyd, but there's a football factory right there.
Pick
They
is
had
in.
scouts, and they were Las Vegas. They're taking.
Here we go.
Here we go, Burns. Go ahead, say it, Burns. We'll let you say it. Go ahead.
Wow. Okay. Good
Well,
pick.
maybe his cable's bad too.
Yeah, you gotta hand crank the
Wow.
router.
Javicki said, would you trade the 49ers for Chase Young? He puts it out
Wow.
there. Heather Lingenfelder, thanks for tuning into the MegaCast.
With this, yeah, Brian, Bernsey, do you want to announce the pick?
Burns, go ahead.
Oh, it's Tyree Wilson, defensive
Texas
end
Tech.
from Texas Tech. Look at that suit, man. I wish I could look like that. Look at that suit.
Very floral.
I don't think that was.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'll
If
tell
that
you
was,
what.
I don't think that was a good pick.
I think
don't know.
what people
That's-
really
that's-
like about him, the big hype on Tyree Wilson, the main hype around him is the wingspan, which, it can be big as a defensive lineman, maybe get those hands around, but I don't know. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on Tyree either, but he could be a good one. I mean, he's a good edge rusher.
I'm with you.
but-
I'm with you.
Mhm.
I thought
Yeah,
that the Raiders would
I-
go for some offense, like maybe somebody different,
But-
like a quarterback.
No, actually, they should have took Gonzalez because they need some secondary help.
Okay.
My,
see,
my,
I-
my question is, when is it that the draft got so simplistic to where all we look for is one intangible? I mean, I feel like I listen to all these hype up videos and I watch these mock drafts and I see the reasonings. Oh, well, this guy's fast. Oh, well, this guy got really big hands. This guy got long arms. I mean, does that mean anything? I mean, yeah, sure, they're great if they work out for what they're doing, but does it really matter? Like let's go back to the basics of it takes more than one thing to be successful, right? You can't just be athletic and be successful. You can't
Mhm.
just have a good arm and be
I'm
successful.
digging
Like
smoke right now. I'm
Come
digging
on,
this guy
man. Like,
right now.
the
I'm digging him.
draft just
Still
got
said he's too
so
light.
distorted. It got way too distorted over the last couple of years where we've just simplified what
Look at
we're
that
really
suit.
looking for. That is a fresh suit.
That is
I
a
do
good
like-
suit. I
When
think
you
you can
get-
fit that on.
Bubba, when you get married, I'm wearing out. Bubba, when you get married, I'm coming in that suit. That case.
That
Right
suit
there.
should be
Oh,
the suit is the number one pick. That's what that's
Matt
that
Davis,
suit-
thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in. God bless you, Matt.
Like
You're,
Bernsey, I only want to know: are you going to hump Goodell just like he did?
No. If Roger gets
Uh-oh,
up
we're
to me
losing him.
and sacks me, man, I'm gonna kick him in the nuts.
Uh-oh.
No way.
Uh-oh, you're
Look at
looking good, TA.
I'd have given him
Dakota Hat. You're looking good,
Right-
TA. You
right-
see that?
right
Looking
there. I'd have
good.
given him the keg tapper.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'd have given him
Dakota
the keg
Hasty.
tapper right there.
Woo, baby! Steely's on the house. Let's go.
Okay, Atlanta.
Hey, Smoke,
Atlanta's
you're right.
up.
All right, so now I got a question. Is this where Pittsburgh makes its move? It's either this
No,
pick or
not a
next pick.
Chicago. I'm going to say Chicago, but every time I bet, I lose.
Everybody's been pointing to Chicago. I've been hearing that a lot.
That's
I've
one
been
of the
hearing
reasons why I'm doing it.
I've been hearing a
I
lot of
don't-
rumors about Pittsburgh and Chicago making that move at 9.
I'm kind of thinking it might be Atlanta, boys.
We're
That
I
might
don't
be
an
a
hour
know,
in.
surprise.
Hour
I
and
think
7
Atlanta.
minutes.
I think Atlanta needs this pick too bad, in my opinion. I think they need too much to really do that. I don't know where I would go.
Smoke,
I think
I agree with you on that one. I agree.
Yeah, I think Atlanta has too many problems
agree.
right now. I'm not even sure what they're going to take here. I mean, I could think of every position possible they could use, and there's a lot of
they'll
them.
take-
So
They're
Yes.
going to take Gonzalez. If
Freight
Atlanta
Train.
holds,
When that pick for Atlanta comes in, announce that pick, Freight Train.
I
Because I'm
will.
holding off because people are
he
saying some
won't.
stuff.
He won't
Yeah.
hold off. Don't worry. He'll get
He'll
right
hold
on
off.
hey, Freight Train,
Uh-huh.
you heard it here first. Gonzalez.
it. Gonzalez. I like that pick. I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Atlanta needs about everything right now.
Shane.
Seriously.
Yes, he does, Shane. Oh,
No, I mean,
Yeah, I tell you what, that's
I'm
why
not
I'm
trying to
thinking
be-
we're going to trade him because we can give him Mason Rudolph.
Oh my God. What's
Oh
he
yeah,
worth?
that's
No.
a great
He's
trade,
worth a
TA.
nine. I think
Can
Mason
you
Rudolph is worth like a
imagine- can you
9th round pick,
imagine-
10th round pick.
Exactly.
Talks
could you
like 15
imagine?
bucks in
We'll
a
give
gift
you
card to
Mason
Sheetz.
Rudolph for your.
Yeah.
Look
Just
at you,
that's
like on
Bernsey.
the-
You
just-
even
just
like
give
to
you
pick.
Mason.
That's the kind of GM I am,
Yeah.
Bernsey. I'm giving up great capital right here for this pick.
Yeah, just like you were going to give
I love
Chicago
it. Here-
Chase
here's the-
Claypool and
can you
Devin Bush for
imagine-
Roquan Smith last year. Remember that ridiculous trade?
Fucking A right. But
Yes.
hey, I still ended up in the first round, baby. That's all that matters.
Hey, Chicago still got Chase Claypool.
Oh.
We just didn't get Roquan Smith.
Look, 14 catches for 200 yards. Yeah, we made out like a bandit. Thanks, Freight Train.
Yeah. Hey, can you imagine in the last 10 years that Baltimore Ravens, when they go in, like, let's go screw the Steelers right now, we'll take this guy right in front of them. You know how many defensive players the Steelers could have had because they're
A lot.
too lazy to do it? And the Baltimore's like, we'll just take them. Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
I'm
amazing.
not worried. But
Uh-oh.
Baltimore always seems to choke, so it's no big deal. The Falcons
got-
pick is in.
Well,
so
I
this is-
know.
The other Javicki has just come on. Tim Javicki is now in the house on the Facebook Live, Facebook comments.
Let me
him
guess,
fly
he's down
there.
at Roseanne hitting on 21-year-olds.
just so you guys know, the Falcons are not trading the number 8 pick. Their pick is in, so they are picking at 8.
jeez. Oh, God.
So here comes Christian Gonzalez.
Oh.
If you're right, I'll be
I
very
agree
Nah,
with
happy.
that.
Freight
I
Train,
agree.
Freight
That's
Train,
where
let
he's
Freight
good.
Train announce it.
Yeah.
Freight Train, it's
We're
on
not
you.
there
brother.
yet. I'm still on commercial over here,
It's all
so we're
you.
good.
I got a commercial for Chipotle's.
I'm
And I ain't
watching some
ever eaten-
people.
in Chipotle's in Indiana ever again because I didn't get a fork last week and I was pissed. So
I had to eat it with my hands. I didn't
yeah.
mind, but it still
I'm
sucked.
done. So anybody from Chipotle's in Indiana County listen to this mega podcast. You need forks. I guess they were out of napkins today, but last week they had no fountain drinks. So
No
I am
fountain
just
drink.
banned.
Really?
Terrible.
And you know what, Bubba? Now
Bubba.
I know why Bernsey is so full of shit. He's drinking that light beer. That shit
Yeah.
just runs
Well,
right
you
through
know why
Bernsey.
I
Holy
switched?
Oh.
shit.
Clears,
Do you
it
know
clears
why I
your bladder
switched?
out.
Do you know
What's
why I
that?
switched?
Because
Because
it's cheaper than prune juice.
No, the transsexual. I use
Oh,
I was
no, no,
a Budweiser
shut up.
drink
No,
until
we
they
don't-
get.
Hey, we don't talk politics here, Burns.
No
No-
politics.
No politics on the show, Burns.
No,
JT will shut you down.
I'm good. Nope.
JT
no,
has the right idea. JT
Yeah,
was the
JT
smartest man.
JT's going to shut us down right now.
Hail
Could
to the
Atlanta go Will
Commonwealth.
Levis here?
Nah, I'm not.
In all honesty,
I could see that. From what I've heard, they don't believe in
Could
Ritter
you
at all. so
imagine?
it wouldn't surprise me. I
Could
don't
you
believe in
imagine
Ritter.
Will
Freight
Levis
train,
after they took the
Freight
thing
train,
from Cincy
make
last
the
year?
announcement, Freight trains, please.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you
you
got
know
it.
what,
Again.
Bernsey, you're right. But you know what? I might give this to you, Freight Train.
Yeah, this is the
This-
this is the
this
unorthodox
could be it for him.
mega cast, and we're off the rails tonight. Freight train off the rails.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I
Steve
guess.
Gronkowski.
No, that's not Steve Gronkowski. That's
Steve Barkowski. He used to
Oh
be the
my
quarterback
God.
of Atlanta. Sorry, Barkowski. Sorry.
that's not Steve
all pulled off.
Barkowski either.
Oh,
It's a lot of fun. I'll tell you what. I was like, maybe I'll just sit by myself and watch the draft and have a drink. I think I made the better decision. I had to drive all the way to work. I left my cheesesteak in the
my
fridge.
God.
I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna do this.
Neither one of them
Yeah.
look like Steve Bartkowski.
Not even close.
One guy looks
Steve
like Ron,
Bartkowski
short
right
Ron
there.
from Indiana Jones, and the
The
other
one
guy looks
guy-
like a Wayland brother.
The one guy
Short
talking
round.
right
You're
now.
gonna get kicked off the air for that comment. Short round.
Here we go.
Short.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God, Indiana.
Damn.
The 8th pick from
He looks
Atlanta.
really nervous to announce it.
Oh yeah.
They took the running back. I was thinking that as
No,
well.
you bastard!
Wow.
John Robinson.
Damn it!
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh man, Jerry Jones is ready to punch the wall.
That is crazy.
Wow.
I
Wow,
love this
that's
pick just to piss
crazy.
Jerry Jones off. Awesome.
It's not
Awesome.
pissing Jerry Jones off. It's
I love
pissing
it.
me off. The Eagles really liked him at 10, and I was really looking forward to scooping him up if we got.
So
if we
you would have
took
took.
somebody.
You would have been happy if you would have got him in
At 10,
your
yeah,
first-
I was cool with him. That's why I said I thought he might be around a little bit longer. But apparently, the reason why his mom is wearing midnight green is they were very confident he was going to Philadelphia. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But she
Wow.
is wearing a midnight green dress because all of the rumors said that we were his favorite interview and he was our favorite interview, and everybody thought he was going to go to Philadelphia. Because we just
Wow.
lost Miles Sanders to
So
Carolina.
I still can't believe Carter is still out
Oh, we have a
there.
trade.
Yeah.
We have a trade.
Oh, to Philly. We traded up
Uh-oh.
one spot. Why did we trade up one spot? What
Philly
Oh, they got to be
traded?
taking. They got to
we
be
just
taking
we
Will
just
Levis.
traded up
To get
one
Carter?
spot.
To get Carter.
We just traded up. It has to be Carter. If we traded up here, it
Yeah.
has to be Carter.
to
Howie
get,
Roseman
to
does
get
not.
Carter, they're going to be the Green People Eaters. Yes,
Don't ever say that. I hate the Vikings with a passion.
they're going to be the Green People Eaters.
Look,
I'm telling
listen. Unlike the rest
know-
of these goddamn teams, our pick is in right away. Look at this shit. It's already in.
Burnsy,
Yeah.
I'm finally glad
Right.
you guys realize you guys are nothing more than a bunch of booger pickers.
Mhm.
Oh, Burns is a Steeler fan. You can't
Now I
tell.
gotta
Burns
find
is a
out.
Steeler
Yeah,
fan?
Burns is a Steeler fan. Yeah, Burns is a big Penn State Steeler Pirate fan. Yeah, Burns
Big
just lives over the hill from me. He's Indiana County's finest. He's
Well,
a
a
legend
lot of-
in Indiana
Yeah,
County.
well, let me
Burnsy,
tell
do
you
you
about
got
this.
a
Let me-
damn? Does he have an Eagle shirt on now?
No, I think it's a Marion Center shirt.
No, that's my
Green and
green
gold.
shirt. That's my green shirt. My boy was playing Little League tonight.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All we,
Well,
all
Burnsy,
we,
I apologize.
So-
Well, smoke you a bunch of burger eaters.
just so
Oh,
you
no,
guys
but
know,
I used to
This
be
was
a
the-
huge Eagles fan when the Steelers sucked back in the
Just so
80s.
you guys-
That was
Knock
death.
All right,
it
well,
off.
first of all-
I'm gonna
never-
mute you right now.
never announce that you're a bandwagon fan when there's other people watching. Number two, the trade details came through. We didn't give up pretty much anything for the trade up. We gave them pick 10 for
Bandwagon.
pick 9, and
Oh,
we
that's
gave them
nothing.
and
That's
we gave
not- I
them
mean,
then we gave them a 4th round pick for next year. So it was nothing.
Oh, that's peanuts.
That's
So all-
squat. That's chicken.
So we
that's
basically got one spot for a 4th round pick. I think that's a win. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's nothing.
That's what I was nervous about the
Oh,
most
look at
was what the hell
Jalen
did we do?
Carter sitting there pouting.
See, I
Look at
think
Jalen Carter sitting there pouting.
No, he's gonna have a
Rosenhaus
lot
like,
of
"Hey,
fun
man,
with
you can
David.
be drafted."
we're
He's gonna
waiting
have a
for,
lot of
like,
fun with
NFL
David.
Network is behind. So Burns, don't get
Look
the
at
picks
Jalen
out
Carter
still.
sitting there pouting like a baby.
Look at that. beautiful
Rosenhaus like,
room.
"Hey, man, look at that."
I'll
I
tell you
can't-
right now,
I'm-
people don't.
you must be watching,
people-
Smith started slipping.
ESPN.
People talk really bad about him, but I'll tell you right now, Howie Roseman is one of the. And I'm not saying this as a biased fan. I hated Roseman for a long time until I started to watch what he was doing. Roseman has definitely been a top 3 GM in the league the last couple of years. I mean, that
Well,
guy.
now, do you guys think that the Steelers might trade up with Chicago after this Philly pick?
We're taking Jalen Carter right here. I don't see any
No.
other reason
Well,
why we would
you
have done
probably
this.
got it on your cable.
don't-
My cable's
I,
behind.
I don't see any reason why we would have traded up a spot if we weren't taking Jalen Carter.
Okay,
Everybody-
so
Yeah.
yeah.
JT,
I don't think the Steelers are gonna
TA,
even
Freight
trade
Train.
up.
Do you think
I
the
agree with you,
Steelers will
Smoke. I
trade?
agree with you, Smoke.
Do you think they'll
For-
trade up
No,
on this Chicago
No.
pick?
no.
No, I think the
'Cause-
Steelers are
because-
going to stay
no,
pat
because-
where they're at. I don't
no,
even think
because
they're
the
going
guy
to
that-
trade up.
The guy that you want is about to be gone here in about 30 seconds, and that's the reason why I'm going to say
No,
no.
that's fine. No,
Why?
Mhm.
he's not going to make a
Could
break
you
us, Smith.
imagine Omar Khan? Could you imagine Omar Khan making a move and Tomlin getting pissed, walking in, started screaming like James Kirk? Khan! No, that ain't, No. Steelers are staying right where they're at.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah, Steelers.
well, this
Steelers
mega
are
cast,
staying
we
right
got to
where they're at,
fill
Bubba.
in time. So I'm just asking questions because we're just
Yeah.
waiting. It's just a waiting game here.
I know, but you still think the Steelers are going to go 16-0 and they're going to the
No,
NFC Championship
no,
game?
not-
Yeah.
No, I just want
Okay,
to-
Burnsy, they're going 15-1.
I'll tell you
I
what.
mean,
I'll take
my fault.
14-3.
18-0
Burns.
now because they have the extra 2 games.
I'll take 14.
He's like, yeah, man, I just got drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. That's great.
What did you say,
man.
Bubba? You said 3-14.
No, they go 3-14. I'm gonna be pissed. It makes for good ratings in podcasting, but
Bubba's not
Lincoln,
going
thank
to do it.
Joshua Lakin, thank you for tuning in to the
So-
MegaCast with the Steelers Realm podcast. So if
So,
you guys
Bubba, let
are
me
out
ask
there,
you this.
subscribe to the Steelers Realm podcast. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this. So, if you guys went 3-14, you still gonna host this podcast next year?
Oh, I will host Steelers stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I
with
like
a
doing
heavy
it.
heart, though, right?
I'll be pissed every time. It'll be pure
Hey,
emotions. Yeah. We're 3-13. I can't see that.
There it
happening
is
for a
right there,
long
the
time.
trade.
Yep. All we gave him was a 4th-round pick. It's all we gave up for it. Nice and easy.
No,
Big
I would have to
deal.
ask
Big
JT
deal.
if they were 3-13. Would you guys still do Steelers Realm podcast if they had a couple years of 3-13?
Yes.
Yeah, because that makes for a lot to talk about.
Yep,
really.
you're
That's
absolutely
true.
right.
That's true.
Absolutely
It's better
right.
from a content perspective, 100%.
Absolutely.
Absolutely right.
Hey, Smoke, I got a question for you, buddy.
What you got?
If last year, do you take Kenny Pickett in the first round?
If I'm the Steelers or if I'm the
I
Eagles?
have
What do
the
you mean?
answer to that, but I want your opinion because you seem like you know what you're talking about. Do you take
If I
Kenny
was
Pickett in the
if
first
I was
round?
the Steelers, so if I was the Steelers, would I take Kenny Pickett round 1? Is that what you're saying?
Yep,
No. Personally, I wouldn't.
I
have.
agree with you 100%.
That being said, I can understand why they did.
Sorry,
I think
brought
he
him on.
was one of the better quarterbacks in that draft, and I will say there was
He was the
nobody else
best quarterback
available.
in the draft.
And there was nobody else available
Right.
that really would have
and
made
look
sense.
Look at Willis, who's shit in the bed in
Right.
Tennessee.
Hold on, my pick is in. Hold on.
Well, I'll let you announce it because you're the.
Go ahead,
about you,
Smoke.
Mo?
Are you excited?
Yeah, go ahead,
Oh, my
Smoke.
With the
God.
number 9
Gosh.
pick in
I'm
the
not
NFL
saying
draft,
shit.
the Eagles took Jalen Carter, defensive tackle, Georgia.
There you
And I
go.
saw that coming.
Hasty says Philly sucks. How about them Cowboys? He's a Cowboys fan.
I'll tell you
Smoke,
what. I would
Smoke, you
I would
got the
tell
lead.
you-
Smoke, you got
I
the
would-
road warriors in the front line right now.
I would tell you how the Cowboys were doing if I saw them since November. They're never around the wintertime, so it's been quite some time since I saw that blue and white ugly ass jersey.
I love
So I don't
your.
know.
I'm liking his Smoke, Bubba. Bring him on, man. I'm liking him.
He's on all the time, Burns.
Yeah.
The Dallas
dude.
jersey is by far the nastiest thing I've
Pickett
ever
is
seen
the
in my
better
life.
than the quarterbacks. Still, hey, listen.
America's
Eric
team,
still
aren't
says
they?
Pickett.
America's team.
Shut your hole.
America's
Quiet,
team
Burns.
maybe 40 years ago. I mean, I think it's a little outdated now. I think it's time to move on from a.
Still
I mean,
says
listen.
Pickett is better than the quarterbacks in this class. Still just said that right now.
Oh, that's a tough
Wow.
one.
Who said
Tough
that?
one.
Steele?
I don't know
Who
about
said
that
that?
one.
Steele?
Steele.
Yes, he did.
I think I'll be
Eric-
honest with you, and I'm not being
Eric
a hater.
Steele, yes.
I'm not being a hater, but I think maybe he would be the third, fourth best in this draft. Just being honest, in my opinion, I liked Kenny's tape in
I
Pittsburgh,
agree.
but I think he would go somewhere third or fourth out of the quarterbacks.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yep.
I
Steve,
yeah, tell
the
Burns
Steelers
that
went out
these
on a
guys-
limb last year.
These bottom guys on the other side.
You got to remember the Eagles got hella lucky. I mean, we took Jalen Hurts in the second round. I mean, sometimes you find those gems
Can
later
you
on
imagine?
anyway.
You imagine? You
Here's the,
remember
here's
that
the
pick?
trade right
Everybody
now.
was
Burns.
flipping
the trade
out
for
on that
everybody.
pick.
Pittsburgh trades with Chicago right now.
But who are you taking if you trade up now? I mean, I know
No,
the original idea was Jalen, but who do you take now?
No. My idea was the offensive tackle. I want an
Well, he's gone.
offensive tackle.
Paris
He's
Johnson's
gone.
gone.
Well, the best,
I know,
the best
but the
one we
guy
drafted
behind
out,
him,
yeah.
Oh,
was
come
it
on.
right from Tennessee?
No.
No,
You can't,
the-
you're
who
not,
might-
It
you're
ain't-
not
it's
trading
not
up
the
to take
Steelers.
right.
No, okay. Who's the other? Who's
No
the other
way.
tackle?
You're talking Peter Skoronsky.
No.
Well, I would just okay. If those are the only two, I'll just stay where I'm at.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
you got Broderick Jones.
Bubba, you
and the
need to
way
calm
this
down
draft
on
is
the.
going.
You need to calm down on the Steelers trading up. They're not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
I don't
stupid.
want him to trade up. I'm happy with 3 top picks in the top 80. I'm okay with that.
Exactly.
Greg says
Now,
calling the Cowboys America's
talk-
team makes them physically ill. Yes. Greg Javicki says Jones
now
or
Smoke, you
Shinovsky.
were saying about Pickett. You could have got Pickett in the second round last year, correct?
I think he still would have been there, but if you're Pittsburgh and you like him as much as they really did, you don't chance it. I mean,
No, you can't chance it.
Again, it's not my, just to get this out. Like, it's not that it was like a pick that I would personally make on a normal basis. In my opinion, and I said this a few years before, I used to host a podcast show with a Steelers fan, and I said that what they should have done was drafted a quarterback a little bit earlier.
He wasn't a diehard Steelers fan.
Let him learn behind Big Ben. Give him a chance to learn the system behind a pro veteran QB.
Okay,
This way they could have moved on. They tried that with Rudolph.
Get him, TA. Get him.
Yeah. Stop, Smoke.
Get him.
I'm sorry, that's just my opinion.
Now, what was
I don't think it was a good
Hey,
idea.
Smoke, stop.
Hey, Smoke. Here's Okay, I'm
hold
listening.
on. Besides Patrick Mahomes, who would that quarterback have been?
What do you mean? Before that?
Yes, before.
Again, I'm
before
not. Again,
picking.
I mean, off the top of my head.
No. You put your balls out there on the chopping plate.
All right.
Let's step up to the plate.
sorry, Smoke.
Who
That's my
would that
fault. Sorry.
No, that's
Who
okay.
would
That's
that
okay.
quarterback have been?
I'm trying to remember the one year.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to remember the 1 year too. Go
No,
ahead,
because there was
Smoke.
one specific year where there
If
was a
they would've
guy
had
available. I can't remember
Justin
who it was.
Herbert. If they had drafted Justin Herbert, maybe. I'm sorry.
They
to
had a
interject,
chance to
but
get him too.
ma-
They
yes,
had a
maybe-
chance to
maybe
get him.
that-
Bubba.
Maybe that would have been I think the only one there.
I can't
No,
remember.
PA.
I'm trying to
That's
look at
what
my
I'm just-
notes.
I'll
I keep
shut up.
all. I keep
Hold
all of
on.
my. I kept all my draft day notes from last year. I'm trying to remember who I talked about.
So
but-
what's your journal say, Smoke? Come on, you're on the spot now, buddy.
Don't see it.
Special field
Well,
correspondent.
there was a
Shane Stumler,
specific.
thanks
There
for
was a
tuning in.
specific quarterback that was available. I think it was 2020.
Oh.
2020.
While you're thinking about that, Rich, I got some anti-Philadelphia stuff. Eric Steele says Eagles just went overpaid for Hurts. They better win soon because in a couple
No.
years they're done. Eric
So-
Steele.
I'll tell you
former
what.
Steele.
So
Eric Steele's full of shit on that one because I'm telling you
Hold
right
on.
now, when they picked Jalen Hurts,
I
people
hope
were
he punches
flipping
you in the
out.
face.
Look at him now.
So hold on. So
Yeah.
the reason I disagree with that comment, the reason why I
Okay.
would say that he's not overpaid, right? So he had one more year left on his contract, meaning that we could have re-signed him next offseason, right? Great.
Okay.
But here's the thing that we see about quarterbacks every year. The market changes and expands and gets more expensive every single year. So for example, look at Lamar and for example, Mahomes got that crazy $500 million, whatever odd deal it was just a couple of years ago. Then the big deals with, Rodgers came in. And you see guys like Hurts and Daniel Jones getting paid, which, by the way, what a bum that guy is. And then you're looking at it moving forward. All it's going to do for quarterbacks is going to get more and more and more expensive the longer it goes on. That's all that's going to happen. So in my opinion,
and the amount of
get 'em locked
guaranteed money
in.
they're getting expands as well.
Exactly. So, I mean, don't be wrong. We paid a lot
You
more
said
than I
it right
like.
there, Freight Train.
I
Okay.
wasn't
No,
a
no
huge-
trade.
I wasn't a
There
huge
was no
fan.
trade. I don't know if anybody's
Okay,
seen this.
okay. So
No
Smoke.
trade.
Now that you've blown enough smoke up everybody's ass, you still haven't answered the question.
I can't find who it was. I had to. Oh, look,
Now, I have one comment about Jalen Hurts. I have
Way to go,
one
TA.
comment about Jalen Hurts, and I'll let you talk.
yeah, you're good. Good.
When he was at Alabama, and they put Tualoa in the national championship game, he never said one word. They won a national title. He sat his ass on the bench
Ah, damn
the
it!
whole year till
Son of
the
a
SEC
bitch.
championship game. Who they get?
Ah, They got
Oh, well,
Darnell
Wright for
Wright,
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Darnell
Son
Wright.
of a bitch.
I'll be right
Okay.
back, though.
Well,
Now,
that's
let me
okay.
finish.
Good.
Let me
Because
finish.
that guy's a fuck. Bubba, that guy wasn't who I wanted.
Okay.
No. Fuck
Exactly.
yes.
Now, let me finish
Give a
about the
cheer.
Jalen Hurts thing. Let me finish about the Jalen Hurts thing.
You're going to draft Porter.
He sat the whole his junior year till the SEC championship game with Tualoa played like shit, and Jalen Hurts came in and won it for him. Then put Tualoa in and won the national championship again. Jalen Hurts goes to Oklahoma and wins the Heisman Trophy. When have you ever seen him ever run his mouth?
Okay, okay, Bones.
Jalen Hurts does not say a word about how great he is. That quarterback right there is going to be somebody. Because you don't hear him cocking off and mouthing off. Where'd Smoke go?
He probably had to go get a
the
beer.
bathroom, Burnsy,
Yeah,
because
bathroom.
he thought you were
Yeah,
taking
Jason-
too long.
Yeah, Jason Reese from Extreme Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm being yo.
Okay, hold on,
But
Burns.
what
Hold
I'm
on.
saying about Jalen Hurts is,
Say it quickly.
I truly believe that Jalen Hurts is the real deal.
Okay, well, that's
Not-
good. And
not
I
Greg
would never
Dubicki.
pay him. I would never pay big money for that guy anyway when the whole team is going to suffer, and that's probably what's going to happen.
But
Greg
you
Javicki
were
on the
saying about
Facebook
Mahomes?
post. But Mahomes is a special talent with Travis Kelce, and he doesn't need anybody else, and he just proved it already.
Yeah,
Hurts
but
didn't
Mahomes
prove
also
it.
doesn't
Mahomes
say
is
much either.
Yeah, but he won a championship.
Mahomes' contract isn't.
What isn't what?
How
I
much
don't
money's
know.
Mahomes guaranteed?
I don't.
How
know.
much
I don't
Mahomes
care.
is guaranteed?
I don't care. I
His
don't know.
contract's different.
I don't know.
It's contract.
Rodgers
Well,
is
they're
making
all
1.6
different,
million this
Bernsey.
year. 107 next year. Steele says right to the Bears. Javicki, Greg says, yeah, we want Jones or Chernosky. They're left tackles. Okay. Steele says Chernosky could drop to 17. My cousin Mike Baroni from Kentucky. Thanks for tuning into the Megacast. Steele says Hurts is a good kid, but they overpaid. Steve Montgomery, tackle from Tennessee, only tackle to hold Anderson in check, he said. Steve says. Greg Javicki, Steele, I don't get these 17.
Steve Montgomery will have to talk to Scott Bauer to
Gunner
see if that's okay. If
Montgomery
they
says Chernosky has moving to guard. So I got
I'm having
everybody's
a hard
comments.
time understanding the people that are saying that he's technically overpaid when he took his team to the Super Bowl and actually probably, if they didn't lose the game, would have ran away with the MVP trophy. Who had one hell
Agreed,
of a
Freight
Super
Train.
Bowl appearance.
I don't know.
Agreed.
I don't think
Freight
he's
Train.
overpaid.
I
mean,
think
Agreed.
I think he is. I don't think any quarterback is worth $200 million.
But it's just,
I don't.
but it's just,
No,
but
but
it's
you can
just
thank
going to
the
get
Cleveland
bigger.
Browns
It's,
for that.
it's just going to get bigger.
They
Yeah,
started a
exactly.
trend.
Watson set the market, and then within the next 2 to 3 years, somebody else is going to set the market, and it's just going to keep on happening until eventually we're paying these guys $1 billion a year.
But here's
about
the good,
Mahomes is.
here's the good
But
thing I'll say
Mahomes'
about
contract,
the NFL.
none of it's guaranteed.
Some of
Mahomes'
it is.
contract isn't
Some of it is.
guaranteed.
Yeah, but some of it is. But
What
here's
about
the
you,
one
Dave?
thing
Yeah,
I
but
always say
not like
about the NFL.
not like Deshaun Watson.
Well, no, the
Hmm.
Browns screwed the NFL with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
was
exactly.
just-
Exactly.
And I'm just glad to see that the NFL stayed pat with Jalen Hurts and now, of course, with Lamar Jackson and saying, okay, look, yeah, we'll guarantee most of it, but we're not guaranteeing all of it.
Mhm.
But however,
Right.
Jalen Hurts' contract, I really find that one hard to believe, just due to the simple fact the guy only had one good year. And granted, you went to the Super Bowl. I'll give you the 1 year smoke. Lamar Jackson, that's just a beautiful thing for the Steeler Nation because you overpaid a running back.
Exactly.
Well, if you think about it,
Thank
here's
you
the
very
thing. I
much.
mean,
Exactly.
aside from Joe Burrow, I mean, the
He
Browns
can't
shot
throw the
themselves in the
football.
foot. I mean, really, the Browns beat themselves
Exactly.
and the Ravens beat themselves. I mean, really, at this point, it's just you and Cincinnati as far as, the only ones that haven't
Yeah.
made a really terrible quarterback decision in the last 3 to 5
Well,
years.
the most economically sound quarterback in the AFC North is our guy Kenny Pickett right now. The best bang for your
Jesus
buck.
Christ. I knew you were
What?
going to say that. I knew you
Well,
were going
what
to say
do you want me to say, Burns? For the best bang, we didn't spend $200 million on a quarterback. We were one game away
You
from
will.
the playoffs.
If he
You were
plays-
still
if he
think- you're
plays well
still
enough,
thinking
you
of
will.
19
We got 4 years not to.
I don't know.
Bubba's still
about that.
thinking of 1980. Bubba's still thinking from 1983 when they didn't take Danny Marino.
You know-
We'd had
Shut up.
4
You're
more.
gonna say
You know
that.
what? You know what, though, Bernsey? I might have to agree with Bubba on this. Steelers are not going to overpay for a quarterback, and if
They're not.
Pickett wants to stay in Pittsburgh,
No, I agree with that. I
he's
hope
going,
not.
He
I hope
is
not.
going to take a contract-friendly deal, and that's going to reset the market as well after he wins the Super Bowl. You
Yeah.
watch.
So the
Amen.
Pirates this
Amen.
week.
That ain't going to happen.
Oh yeah, it will.
Well, Bubba made a comment last night that we're going to run the football. Okay,
We are.
we're going to run the football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got to get it. Okay.
I got to get a tackle. Give me
All
a
right.
tackle besides Dan Moore, so I don't bust my other fucking.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, there I go swearing again.
Then
My other
what we
panel
need
in
to
my
do is
closet.
get
See what you
9
do,
lines.
Burns? Sorry, JT.
What we need to do is get 2 tight ends, 1 running back, a quarterback. That's 4. So then we'll just get the rest linemen and just pound the football.
No, Burns.
And
I
on
made a
fourth
statement
down,
last
we'll
night.
run a
I made a statement last night. We lost JT. I made a statement last night stating that we need to run the ball and run the time off the clock to keep our defense on his sidelines a little more. That's all I was meaning, and that's all I say.
Let me
'Cause-
ask a question. When Najee Harris played at Alabama, where did he line up?
Oh God, I don't know, Burns. Hopefully in the backfield.
Behind the quarterback.
Right,
Is that
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Hopefully in the
Behind the
backfield. I hope,
quarterback.
Burns.
Exactly. Now, whoa. Let me finish.
That's why you're on, because
Now.
your college knowledge.
Right. But he wasn't running Le'Veon Bell offense. That boy right there is a straight ahead runner. Always was, and he always
Man,
will
that
be.
looks like a good hoagie.
Not a hoagie, man. I'm a stereotypical Philadelphian.
Oh man, you're making me hungry.
Hey, this
Titans-
beer
Titans
right
are in.
here is sponsored by
I hope
Bourbon
TA.
Beverage.
I hope TA. I hope JT's still with us. I don't know.
JT's jumping off because at the end of the day, JT is listening to our banter. And unfortunately, he has nothing to banter about. He doesn't have the eye test right now. So
Wait,
we
wait,
are
real
going
fast.
to carry it on.
pick
Greg
number
says,
11,
like Marty
Tennessee.
Ball, run for pass.
Tennessee took Peter Skoronsky from
there we
Northwestern with
go.
Yep.
number 11.
Oh,
See?
Jesus. Steelers are trading. The
It's gonna be
Steelers are
Joey. It's
trading.
gonna
They're
be.
going.
It's gonna be. No, it's
All
gonna
the
be.
guards are
No,
going.
they're not trading now. It's gonna be
No.
Joey Porter Jr.
Oh,
It's
if
No,
they
I tell
take
you
Joey
what.
Porter Jr.,
they are. They're gonna take him.
But,
well,
guys,
hey, you
slow
got,
down here.
hey, Bubba,
Burns, calm down. Yeah, TA, go ahead.
I'm getting pissed
First
about
of
the Joey
all-
Porter Jr. shit.
Guys, do you realize Christian Gonzalez is still on the board?
I understand that, but
Exactly.
you know what they're gonna do. You know what
would
they're
have to
gonna
take
do.
him.
Hold on. Nolan Smith is still on the board.
Exactly.
What about the tackle from Georgia, the offensive tackle?
Still on the board.
Okay,
That's not a bad
Still on
pick.
the board.
That's not a bad
okay,
pick.
I'll take that. I'll be happy.
So, yeah,
Damn it.
everybody relax. This
It's
is
been a
how the
crappy day.
NFL
It's
draft
been a
works.
crappy day for me, and if we get a cornerback in the first round and get Porter, this whole day has been shizzle.
Wait a second.
You know
Bubba,
who
what
the
did I tell
Steelers
you?
are. You know who the Steelers are going to take. You
We
know who the
have to
Steelers
take
are
that
actually going to
corner.
take.
I know, but not Joey Porter
Do you-
Jr. I think we can get a corner in the 32nd pick.
No, we can't.
Do you
Why?
know who
Gonna
the
be
Steelers are
gone.
actually going to
The
take?
run is going to come.
Oh,
The run
damn
is
it.
going to come. We cannot take that chance. If we do take it in the second round, it's going to be a reach, and it's going to be for Sylvester out of Miami U,
No, we
which
got a
is
long
going to
snapper
be a
already.
reach.
Oh,
with that
geez.
32nd
Not
pick.
another one.
What's that, Brian?
Do you know who the Steelers are actually going to take? I truly believe this because they're
Wow.
dumber than the Boston Rocks.
You said
Do
you
you
get out of
actually want to
Maryland.
know who I think they're going to take?
Who?
If Steve Montgomery can call Scott Bauer and vote me out on this, but I'm just going to tell you who. You
Well, say it,
you know who I
Burns.
think they're going to take?
I don't know. Say it.
We're waiting.
Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison, I actually believe. it.
No.
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 Pick another Miller
They're
Lite.
dumb enough to
I'll
do
tell
it.
you what, Bernsey. If
No,
they
they're dumb.
take them,
No.
I will personally deliver you a case of fucking Miller Lite.
Yeah.
There's my one tonight,
Yeah,
Bubba.
I
Wow.
truly,
Yeah, you're
I
allowed
truly
one.
believe they're dumb enough because they think that I truly believe because they made all these off-season moves.
No.
I
no,
truly believe
no.
that they're going to take Jordan Addison. Yep.
No, Bernsey,
I truly
gotta
believe
disagree
stupider than
with
the
you,
Boxer
brother.
Rocks.
Wow.
That was
I
the
hope
dumbest
you're
thing
wrong.
I've
I
heard
hope
yet
you-
tonight, Bernsey,
I hope
but
I'm
thank you.
100% wrong.
Wow. Lions
Yeah.
took a running
I
back.
hope you're 100% wrong.
There.
Wow.
Yeah, Bernsey,
Really
that ain't
freaks
happening.
Who
that
did?
stone you, Burns, because
The Lions.
took who?
A running back,
Jameer
Ooh,
Gibbs.
Wait
Running
a minute.
back,
now,
Alabama.
Wait a minute. Ooh,
Hey,
wait
seriously.
a minute. That's number
Hey,
one.
TA,
Isn't
where's
it?
yours-
That's
where's
number
JT
one from
at, for real?
Alabama.
Fun fact. They were shown on the screen with pretty cool fact here. The Lions have 5 of the next 42 picks. That's a lot of draft picks early on, too. That's a lot of
Oh.
early rounds.
You're damn right it is. Yep.
And Bernsey, just so you know, if they are dumb enough to take a wide receiver in the first round, it's definitely not going to be Addison. It's going to be the boy from Ohio.
It might be
State. It's gonna
Najee Ma.
Jackson. Yeah.
It might be
If-
Najee Ma.
If they take a wide
Najee.
receiver, it'll be him. Because
I
they
think
can
I
Najee
throw
hope
could
it is
go here.
Najigma, but
yeah, because they could throw him in the
the
slot,
Steelers only have
and
40.
life would be good.
The Steelers
think
only
the
have
Jigba could go
45 wide
under.
receivers. They don't need any more.
No.
Well, no, they could use 46.
Look at him run. Look at that boy run.
We have a lot of depth at
Run,
receivers,
Run.
but
Oh, Deontay Johnson can catch 45 passes,
Wait a
185
second,
passes,
Bernsey.
but can't catch touchdowns.
Bernsey, I just had a flashback. What was it that Howard Cosell said?
What?
Look at that little monkey run.
No. I did not say that.
Come on now. We
Don't
had to
you
have a
put me
little
in that spot.
nostalgia.
And now we're shut down.
now we're FCC's coming.
I'm walking off.
Thanks a lot, TA.
Hey, you're welcome. Hey,
Couldn't
I just
even
wanted
make
to throw
more
that out
picks.
there.
I work for an insurance company. I'll like lose my job over shit like that.
Look, if nobody can take a joke, then screw them, man. That's the problem with the world today, boys. We just don't
Nope.
laugh enough.
I know.
Oh, here comes the Packers. Here comes the Packers. Packers are taking the Jigma.
Wide receiver.
Is that the Fudge Packers?
Packers are taking the Jigma.
You think they're taking Jadingua?
You two can't even
I'm
say his
taking
name
it. They're
right.
taking the Jigma.
Hey,
The
first of all,
Jigga.
The Jigma.
The Jigga.
Freight Train, have you ever known me to pronounce the name properly?
I know I'm bad.
I'm pretty sure,
You are the worst offender.
but in Freight Train's defense,
Smith
I'm
the
pretty sure
Jigma.
I've heard his name. I've heard his name 37,
Oh,
38
wow.
times, and not once has it even been close. Not even once.
Yeah.
To
The
Najigba?
Jigba.
It's not Jigba?
Not the Jigba.
Freight Train, how do you actually pronounce it?
Jackson Smith
How
and
do you
Jigba.
pronounce it?
Oh,
Jackson
so it's
Smith
Jackson
and
Smith
Jigba.
Jigba.
That's what I said, the Jigma.
It's Jackson
That's what I said, the
Jigba.
Jigma.
I'm looking at it right now. Jackson Smith Jigga.
Let's just
Okay,
call
now
him
we're at
Okay,
the
Bob, how do
Packers.
you
I'm gonna try
pronounce
to
it then?
I'll try to get this all back on track because now I'm the only host right now. So yeah.
I'm the only host. Good luck, Bubba.
Yeah, I know.
You
Is
created
Booth?
this.
Hey, Bob, is Booth on? How do you
No,
pronounce
I
it?
didn't see Booth. I didn't see Booth on. I don't know how to pronounce anything. So if I just don't know how to pronounce it, I just put a little swear word into it. But I'm
Jackson
already
Smith
out of
the
my.
Jigma.
Just say Jackson
Oh,
Smith from
Montgomery.
Ohio State.
Yeah, just say
There you
Jackson
go.
Smith. There you go.
Just say
Jackson
Jackson Smith from Ohio State. It's all
There
you
you
got to
go.
Wait a
say.
minute.
Just leave.
Yeah.
Smoke, stop. It's
Okay.
Jackson
Jackson
Smith.
Smith.
Jigba
Okay,
from
that guy.
the,
That guy.
the Ohio State.
Yep. He's gonna take
Oh,
a picture
Jesus
with
Christ.
Larry
Here we go. Here we go,
Obi-Wan
Bubba.
Kenobi.
The Ohio State. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm getting mad. I can't stand them sons of bitches.
Why are you
Yeah.
getting mad?
I love how they try to
Oh,
trademark.
no, I'm not getting
the-
mad. Now, I'm gonna ask a question about CJ Stroud. I'm going to ask a question about CJ
We don't
Stroud.
care about
Okay.
him.
Well, ask it, Bernsey.
Yeah, make it quick.
Yeah.
When is the last
You got
time
2
Ohio
seconds.
When's the last
When's the
time an
last-
Ohio State quarterback's ever done shit in the NFL?
Nobody. There you go.
Zero, zilch,
Yeah.
nada. And
Yeah.
absolutely, that's not true.
Exactly.
Thank goodness for Mike Tomczak.
Tom
And
Zach
Joe
is-
Burrow was an OG Ohio State.
Here we go. Bubba's getting a hard on right now over this.
No, I'm good.
Oh, yeah, Mike Tomczak. Here we go.
I like Mike
Tommy
Tomczak
Gunn.
as a Chicago Bears and a Steeler.
See, there you go, baby.
Yeah, Tommy Gunn. Here we go. Who'd Ben Roethlisberger replace?
Tommy Maddox, yes.
Tommy
Oh
Maddox.
God, what a mess
yeah,
that
hey,
was.
Hey.
Mm.
And
We
hey,
got
Bubba, who'd I
1,
tell you to
2,
take that?
3. We got
Who'd
three
I tell
we
you to
got
take in
3
that
picks.
draft that year?
We got 3 picks to the Steelers. We'll talk a little bit about it. And then at a minute 40, hopefully we're done at 2 hours. Because
No, you're not. I'm
yeah,
on.
we're only going
No,
we're only
no.
going up to the Steeler pick, Burns. We're not going all 32. There, or,
Why, you gotta
31.
work
There ain't no
tomorrow?
way. Yeah, I do.
You
yeah.
gotta
What
work
if the
tomorrow?
Steelers trade up though,
If
Bubba?
they
So do
trade
I.
up,
Missed it.
yeah.
So do I.
We
Well,
ain't
I told-
trading up. Hell, we're
They're not
at
trading up
13
now. I said
now.
it twice. I'm done. I didn't get
Yeah.
anywhere today. This
There
whole
you
day
go,
was a
send some
potluck.
trading up.
Yeah.
This is a crappy. I'm glad this. Well, this day, this is the biggest thing I want today, and it seems like I'm not going to get an offensive tackle like I wanted all day and
Quarterback.
all week.
Your offensive tackle's coming number 32.
I hope so because I'm going to be so upset.
And who did I say?
And-
your-
who do you think-
Who did I say your offensive tackle's going to be, Bubba?
I'll take the guy from Georgia.
It's not
Jones
going to be
from
that
Georgia.
guy. It's not going to be
Everybody
that.
No, it
wants
ain't.
some guy from Georgia.
Everybody wants a guy from Georgia.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Pretty much. The last 2 years
Yeah,
in a row.
pretty
Give me
much.
whatever player plays this position from Georgia. I'll go
Oh.
with him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was,
They're the new
I was
Alabama.
off,
Oh, here we go. Pick is coming
okay,
up.
Packers are taking Jordan Allison.
No, they're not. They're taking
I
the
don't know. I'm
Oh,
just
wow.
saying stuff.
They're taking
on.
Jigaboo.
jig. See, now that's I'm not getting there.
No.
Oh,
God.
Jesus, that's a dandy. Oh,
With the number
boy.
13 pick, the Packers took Lucas Van Ness, defensive end.
Oh,
Iowa.
man. That's a good pick.
Look at that.
Greg Javicki says you got to
That's
hope
a
for
good
Jones or
pick. That's a good
Gonzalez.
pick. Yeah,
Thank you
I
guys
wish the Steelers would
for,
have grabbed him.
Hanging out with us tonight in the mega cast with the boys from Steelers Realm podcast, the
been a
Triple B
real show.
Experience, and my guests on my side, Brian Burns and the smartest man in Philadelphia, Rich Smoke on my side. So it's like Battle of the Network Stars right now. I think
We're winning. Don't worry, Bubba.
And
We're
J-
winning.
And Bubba,
JT
on our
JT
side
had-
for Steelers
JT
Realm,
had a personal. JT had something come up, and that's what happened with JT. So I told him I'm going to try to, guide us in the star base here. But he has a lot of faith in me, so I'll do what I can.
Hey, Freight Train,
I
question for you.
usually do have faith in you, by the way, Bubba. But when it comes to us, I don't know if I have too much this time.
It's not so much at you;
Hey,
it's
Frank,
the
Frank,
it's
question for you.
the one down below me.
Yeah.
Nah,
Go
you
ahead,
make
Burns.
fun,
Ask the
but the
question to
Steelers
Freight
don't
Train.
go 16-0 every year, bud. Hey, Freight Train, question for you.
Yo.
What do you think about Harrison Jr.? I think he's a real deal.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, that's
Yeah, without a
Yeah.
doubt. Yeah.
I think he's the real deal.
freight train. That might be the
He's-
easiest question you're ever asked.
That was like he
Yeah.
alleyed it, and all I had to do was
Do you-
scoop it.
Do you think
Oh, no.
Dan Marino was
They
a
talk
good
about-
quarterback? Yes or no? I mean,
Yes.
like, come on,
Yes
like,
or
what
no?
the hell?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's it. I get there. They're talking about Jackson Smith. We'll stop at that.
Yeah,
But
there we go.
Harrison, I
You're
still
looking
He
think
didn't
the
play
best-
at all last year.
Hopefully, everybody from Marion Center and Indiana County are tuning into Brian Burns' first time on a podcast on the social media.
Oh,
giving
no,
his
the
college-
Steelers-
college
the-
and NFL expertise
Steelers-
tonight.
The Steelers
The
just
ratings on this-
the Steelers just traded up to 14 with New England.
Oh!
Almost
They
missed
did
it.
a trade up. There's the
What?
tackle, people.
Jordan
You guys did
Addison.
not think it was
Jordan
going to be a
Addison. Here he
trade,
comes.
ladies and gentlemen.
Here
Oh,
we
shut up,
go.
Burns.
no, Christian Gonzalez.
Trade
Here.
Pittsburgh. The
Christian
show.
Gonzalez.
Bang. Let's be excited. Let's
Nope.
be excited. Pittsburgh.
I'm sleeping. I
Up
took a nap. I'm
Lost
taking a nap for
scores,
this.
look out.
Pittsburgh drafted up.
with a trade. Oh, there's Omar Khan. They're
What
looking
did we
around.
give up, man?
Oh,
Come
let's
on
see.
now.
I
Damn
didn't
it,
see
it would have
coming,
all
Freight
fell
Train.
to
I didn't think
us.
this was coming. I did not think this was coming. I thought it
Man,
was
it
coming at
would've all
9,
fell
not at
to
14.
us.
You
Yes,
guys
you
said it
did.
wasn't going to
Yes,
be a
you
trade.
did. Shut up. You did.
Ah, I said a trade. Hopefully, I get a tackle.
Here we
And
go.
my day will
Oh,
be great.
guys,
Gonzalez.
Booger McFarland's on here right now, Mr. Yellow Jacket.
You're
from
wrong.
his lips.
Burns, you didn't get the MO. Everybody else is watching the NFL Network.
Look,
I'm watching on ESPN.
Whatever, but
Are you? Then you and Burns.
Booger's
one
on
of you
here
guys is
running his
tagging up.
mouth.
look, it's either going to be Skoronski or Gonzalez.
You think? Or Jones?
Jordan
I'm gonna go with a tackle.
You're dumb.
Tackle.
Look, if they were going for Jones, they did not need to trade up.
Okay.
No, they did not.
Damn.
Uh-uh.
No, they did not.
Well, it's definitely
So,
not
see-
Joey Porter Jr. then.
So no,
No.
it's either
The
Gonzalez.
bullshit. You watch and see if there he is.
Don't
No,
say
they-
nothing, Burns. Don't say nothing.
Oh,
Let's-
they're
yeah,
looking for
Burns,
the hat.
let's
That's
all
gotta
be
be him.
disappointed
yeah,
at the
don't
same
you
time.
say nothing, Burns.
I agree, Freight Train. I feel like there's only one guy you're taking here. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense.
TA is going to make the
Yeah.
announcement. Steeler Realm podcast
I
is
like
going to
the
make the
pick.
announcement.
I think I see the pick. I see it. I
TA
think I
is
see
going
the
to make
pick,
the announcement
Bubba.
for the
You're
Steelers
gonna like
Realm
it.
show. So shut your big gilly, Cuddy. Okay,
Oh my God.
TA. Once you
not
get the
saying a
word,
word.
then you make the announcement. TA from
Well, I'm
Steelers
still
Realm
waiting.
podcast.
I'm still waiting to see the trade come
Okay.
across my TV.
I don't got nothing either. I got
First and a fourth. Our first round
Big
pick and then a
deal.
fourth
Big
rounder.
Oh,
deal.
you got to be kidding
Big
me. Really?
deal.
First and a
They
fourth.
traded with the Patriots, Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, Bill's
And
laughing.
they didn't get squat for it. This is a good pick. This is a good trade.
Okay. Just Steelers announcement, ladies and
Oh, there's
gentlemen. The
Mexican
Mega Cast is going to be presented to you by TA from Steelers Realm Podcast. We're just
All
waiting.
right.
Anticipation is waiting. You guys might not know. You guys might know on
And the
social
pick
media.
is in.
Man,
The
I'm
pick is
sweating.
in. Oh, I'm sweating too because
Whew.
I don't want to break shit because I got comic books everywhere. I don't need to hit the other side because I broke the last side last year.
And where's Captain Marvel at when we need him?
It's only me, brother. I'm the only Avenger we got.
Can you imagine that? We're doing a trade with.
Captain Marvel's doing
man.
car commercials right now.
Oh,
No,
my
he got.
God. All right, so stop. While we're waiting, Bubba, who do you
Yes.
think the pick is?
I hope it's an offensive tackle, but I don't care. Just give me an offensive tackle. I'll just go with that.
Okay, Smoke. Smoke, who do you think it is?
I'm gonna go offensive tackle Georgia. Broderick.
Freight Train.
Yep, Broderick
Yes,
Jones.
Broderick Jones.
Yes, sir. Yoo-hoo! Nelly.
Hey, thanks for. He was trying to. You guys could kill a wet
I didn't
dream.
say the name.
You
I
just
didn't say the
did.
name.
You did too.
You
It
No,
just
I didn't.
did.
It was
was
Nelly.
Broderick
You just
Jones.
did.
I ain't even seen it on my TV, and I know
Hey,
it's
when
Broderick
you
Jones.
go on
and
a
I'm thinking,
podcast,
what a
Vern, you
dumbass they
listen
are
to
for
the
trading
host.
up. They
You
could have
listen-
sat at 17 and got Broderick Jones.
You only gave up a fourth round pick
Exactly.
for him, though. You didn't give up a lot. You made sure. Listen, you already watched a bunch of
Well-
tackles leave. The reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers traded up, they saw a bunch of offensive linemen leave that board really
why.
quick, and they
That
were
is
not going
why.
to sit around
They
and
were
risk it.
scared.
They weren't.
They
But I'll
were
tell you what.
scared.
But I'll tell you what. If I'm the Jets, I'm picking between two things: either a wide receiver to go with a couple other guys, or they are also in the market for offensive linemen as well. So if I was
Agreed.
the Pittsburgh Steelers, that was the perfect spot to trade up to make sure the Jets could not take the guy that you wanted. That was
Freight
extremely
Train,
smart.
what do you think about this pick?
I like it. What's there not to like? I mean, his tape speaks for itself. The only question is, I thought he was rated as the top offensive tackle. Why did he slide past all these other ones?
He wasn't
Oh.
rated as
He
a top.
probably
What
robbed
the
the
hell
bank.
have you been watching?
No, he's right. He was in the
It's
top.
everywhere.
He probably
He,
robbed.
yeah, he was.
He was number 2, number 3, depending on how you looked at.
Well,
Even
the
if he's
Ohio
number
State guy-
two.
the Ohio State guy.
No,
Was,
no. Skorowski was number 2. Roger
Paris
Jones
was.
has always been number 3.
Skoronski's a guard. They weren't even comparing them.
Thank you.
Hey, Smoke, I'm with you on this about the Jets. They're going to make that offensive line so the Nazis couldn't get through to protect you know who. That boy's going to stand up there and
There
look
have
like
been-
Tom Brady.
There have been about 11 or 12 or maybe 25 things that could have this show shut down already.
Yeah, we've done it
I mean,
all.
How many fucked up things can you say in 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 52 seconds? Find out here on the Triple B Experience.
Yeah.
Tune in live. Like,
Well,
what the hell is
this
They're
not
gonna
my
make sure
podcast.
Aaron
This is
Rodgers-
Steelers Realm podcast.
Oh, this is theirs? Oh, we're safe then.
They're
All right,
going to
we'll be
make
like-
sure. My problem is what I'm saying is they're going to make sure that Aaron Rodgers doesn't get touched.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up with what our final the first round pick, Broderick Jones. I want to get everybody's synapse of what we drafted, how we drafted, and then we're not going all 32. Sean Steffi, thanks for tuning in. Melissa Marie, thanks for tuning in to the MegaCast with Steelers Realm podcast, and my podcast with my special guests on my side, Rich Smoke and Brian Burns.
One of the people you just announced
time
are more
ever.
special than the other. I just want to put that out.
Yeah. But yeah, let's
Exactly.
Burns, I'm gonna get you first. Make it quick. What is your synapse of the Steelers? And make it Walt Disney-fied. What is your synapse of this lovely pick that we just picked?
I think it's a good pick. He ran a 40 and a 10 flat, and he had a vertical jump of 2 inches, and he hit the bench to.
I'm kind of happy he stopped cranking the Wi-Fi router.
Yeah, me too.
The mice have finally given up.
He's good to go.
Da, 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 ba, da, ba, da, ba. Okay,
You
Burns,
know,
thank you for
Burnsy,
that.
we couldn't have said it
I'm
better.
We
No,
couldn't have
yeah.
said it any better, Burns. Thank you.
You know what's sad? Part of me really
Yeah.
wants to know what he said
I-
there at the end.
Yeah.
He had this really passionate look, but at the
He
same
did.
time, it's probably better that we didn't hear what he had to say to finish that
Yeah.
off. So
Yeah.
Right.
Rich, what do you think, real quick, on the Steelers pick before we get out of here?
I think it's a good idea. I mean, if you're going to
pick
take again, I think it was probably the best pick for you guys. Was definitely go offensive line. And I got to say, I mean, I know that it's really tempting to go higher and go for Johnson and take the best guys on the board, but I really think that it was smart to sit back, settle. All you had to do is give up a 4th round pick. You jump up 3 spots, and you got a guy that fits exactly what you're looking for. Big body guy,
Mhm.
really athletic, hell of an athlete. I mean, I've watched plenty of Georgia games. I'm a big Georgia
You
fan.
still
Not
there,
That's
boys?
not my
done,
main
Burns.
team.
You're done. You're already talked about you.
But
You're
yeah,
2
but
days
yeah.
behind.
Overall, I said it's a very, very good pick, and definitely nice job. That's a good spot.
Okay, thank you. And then I'll let you guys from the Realm Podcast, we either one, go ahead. You guys, I'll just sit back.
TA, go ahead.
No.
No,
it's
no,
all you,
no,
Freight Train.
no. I already
Yeah,
said.
no.
I already said
What'd
I'm
you say?
happy with the pick. I'm happy with it
Why are you happy with it? Give
I
some
made
more,
fun,
elaborate. Show some
because
emotion.
his tape
So-
speaks for itself. I mean, look, we wanted a road grader. We needed somebody to run behind on the left side of the offensive line. This guy does everything that Dan Moore Jr. can't do. And you're helping Kenny Pickett's blind side.
I'm happy about that. I am not a big Dan Moore guy. I'll just add my 2 cents.
So
I think the important thing is Kenny Pickett. That's really what the
Yeah.
important thing is.
Yes.
So and it just it's been the formula this whole
Make
off
fun,
season with
that's
this front office.
Okay.
Every
Man.
once in a while, you just
Make
hear him.
fun,
I just get interrupted.
That's okay. Make fun.
Pay your
That's okay.
friggin' internet. Ladies and gentlemen, I am
Okay.
terribly sorry on the Triple B Experience side of this mega cast. Brian Burns' internet, I don't know. It's turned
Make
out by
fun. That's
sun, wind,
okay.
squirrels rolling around in a hamster wheel for electricity. I am terribly, terribly sorry.
Make fun.
I'm not making fun, but if you could hear it on our side, we'd understand. I know, but you're not you know a lot of football, Burns, but your internet is making it. You're jumping in and
No,
out.
yeah, we're really just busting your internet chops at this point.
Yeah,
It's
not
nothing
you,
personal.
Burns.
Make fun.
No, you just got to upgrade the internet package.
I
That's
don't
all.
know
You
what
got
he
to
got.
expand your bandwidth. That's all.
It's okay.
Or get a Wi-Fi booster. That's what I did. I bought a Wi-Fi booster for mine. Cost me a
Yes.
fortune, but I did it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's pissed. Well, no, I
Bubba,
mean, he was-
Bubba, you better reach out to him after the show and make sure that he's not going to
Oh,
hate you for life.
he already hates me.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then you ain't
That's
saving
okay.
face this time.
No, I'm
Anyway,
I tried.
sorry, Freight Train, for the random Siri update.
that's
there in
all
the
right.
middle.
Yeah.
I-
Good, TA.
TA, what about you?
What are you
Is
thinking,
this-
TA? You got a weird look on
this
your face. I
mega
can't figure
cast
out
has
how
been
you
off
feel.
the chain since 8 o'clock.
I think
Is
he's
he
drunk.
froze too?
Is he drunk?
No,
No, I'm
No.
not froze.
No, he was just so confused he couldn't move. He was
No.
trapped.
No, I'm not even confused.
Uh-oh.
I understand the reach, and I feel that is exactly what this was a reach. Broderick
Really?
Jones would have fell to us because Skorinsky would have been the next off the board.
He already was
Broderick
off
would
the
have
board.
been there 3 picks later. I would have preferred Gonzalez. You're telling me the number 1 corner dropped to you and you didn't take him? I already said at the beginning of the show, you need to go corner because they're not going to last, because that's what we're going to see in the rest of this draft is a run on corners, which means in the second round, we're going to be lucky to end up with Sylvester, which is probably a mid-round draft, which we could have probably took Jones as right tackle, made him a swing for a year, and then waited for that left tackle. But, hey, Broderick is what it is.
Well, one thing I want
hope
to
he
say
does what
is
he does.
the one thing I was going to say was Skoronski did come off the board already. So as of right
Mm-hmm.
now, he was the best offensive player that was left on the offensive line. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
they grabbed him the way they did.
I wouldn't have grabbed him.
And I can guarantee you right now, the Jets probably would have taken him right here at 15.
Yeah.
The Jets came out before the draft and said they were going to overhaul the O-line to keep Rodgers protected. Defense, they're already good. They're happy with the defense. You might see them grab some guys later rounds of the draft for the defensive side of the ball. But I can assure you right now, you don't take him when you do. The Jets are taking him at 15. And again, our GMs have a lot more info than we do, right? Like they know a lot more than we do. And there had to be something there that made them feel like they had to pull the trigger now, or they were never going to get what they wanted out of that deal. So, in my opinion, and I think Freight Train, you said all they gave up was a 4th round pick, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, that's exactly what the Eagles did to move up 1 pick. So again, it's one of those things where, sure, you lose a 4th round pick, but you really validate the fact that no matter what, you're not going to miss out on having that offensive line. I think it's the best way to play it. I don't think you can play it the other way.
But here's the thing you got to remember, Smoke. Now we've given up a 4th, we don't have a 5th, and we don't have a 6th.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's a lot of depth not there.
But we do have 2 second rounders and a 3rd rounder.
We have 2 second and a 3rd rounder. You're right.
And a
So we
7.
have
We have a
multiple
7.
high value.
And that's
picks
why
left.
I said at the beginning of the show, whatever you do, don't screw this up. You have 2 first-round draft picks.
If Porter is available there at 32, are you taking him?
Porter's
Because
not going to be
could be-
available. Porter is
there
not
could
going to
be
be
a
available
chance.
at 32.
Freight Train's hoping and praying. Let
could be a
Freight Train
chance.
pray. Let
There
Freight Train
could be a
pray.
chance.
He was wanting him last night.
I tell you
He
what,
still wanted
Freight
him today.
Train,
I just know it.
Freight Train,
want
I
him.
tell you
Yeah.
what, I hope and pray you're right, and Porter is there at 32.
I think
My
he
Eagles-
might be.
My Eagles pick at 30. I'm interested to see where we go with that second one.
Well, I'm
Because-
okay with the tackle, but I just feel like TA just said, we needed some more depth in those later rounds. And now we're not, we don't have a 5th. We don't have a 4th, and we don't have a 5th. That's very huge.
And we don't have a 6th.
We don't have a 6th. I wanted us to get a nose tackle from Hawaii somewhere, and that won't be the second round because the second round pick is going to be a corner somewhere, and I don't know who. But that's just my opinion. I did want an offensive lineman, so I'm okay, but maybe not with the trade. So, but I did want to trade, but I didn't want to give. I just wanted to move up. Like if somebody would have. That's. I mean, we moved up without and have someone move back, but they also maybe next year we could have threw something in for next year.
And I'll
Good
tell you
pick.
what, for
Good
moving
pick by
up,
the
look,
Jets.
who they pick?
They took Will McDonald, the 4th out of Iowa State. I like him a lot. Good, fast, versatile linebacker. Great run guy. He's a great player. A lot of people had Philadelphia taking him at some point, but I was happy we didn't.
Well, now tomorrow is going to be huge to see where we're at because we're first picked tomorrow. I believe it's on at 8:00, right? 8:00
Yeah.
Friday night. I mean, yeah.
Yep.
So
See if Burnsy's
8 o'clock.
available. We'll do it again.
No.
no, he won't even answer me now because I'm like, you froze up, man. Like he had some good, and he's funny and witty. It just when he froze up, and his comical whatever and what he was trying to get off didn't get across.
I think the problem was he was accidentally interrupting people and it was all over. And it wasn't like he was doing it on purpose. It was weird. He was getting cut off. Like we were cutting him off and he was cutting us off as far as the timing went.
Well,
yeah.
It's
It wasn't his fault.
It's his
Definitely
first
wasn't
ever
his fault.
experience. I'll try to train him a little more if he doesn't want my
No,
tutelage.
It
to
wasn't
be
his
my
fault.
to be an apprentice, but also too, yeah, he's very opinionated, and that's just how he is.
I thought he was fucking hilarious. I
thought he was funny. I thought he was funny.
He brought a
but
really nice edge. Again, with better Wi-Fi, he would have been A grade, man. Just for him, he was missing his marks. Like he was trying to toss jokes in there, and they came in like 15 seconds late, and they came in like crap. So
yeah, because I think I don't know if he's mad. He might. If you're mad at me, Burns, I'm sorry, but you froze up, and then
none of us were shit talking you.
No,
it was the Wi-Fi
it's
the
just
whole time.
your knowledge and stuff. You're trying to talk, and it was just fuzzy.
You complimented me for 98% of the show, so I got no reason to bad talk you there, Burnsy.
Right.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you were loving me. I love you too, and we're good, brother. We're good.
Like
Just
I
get
said,
better Wi-Fi.
JT had a serious issue. Hopefully everything is okay.
Yeah, good luck to
that,
him
or
and
he
his.
just said, I'm getting out of here before it gets too hot. Maybe I don't know. I hope not. But
I think we scared him early.
I don't know.
Somebody
this
made
is
a
this is a
Don
mega cast.
Corleone. Yeah.
This is a mega cast for all the ages here. Hopefully, so I truly appreciate you guys. Both podcasts coming together. as always,
Mm-hmm.
Rich, I appreciate your football knowledge. It's always a pleasure.
Still waiting for my job application. I'll wait for it.
Okay. Well, I'll see you at the MegaCast next week for the wrestling stuff. I'll definitely.
Oh shit,
next
that
week
is
I'll get
next
a hold of
week.
you.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I feel like we spend a lot of time together these days, Bubba. I swear.
I know. So I'll let you guys from Steelers Realm podcast say what you guys got to say, Freight Train, and we can end it. But I mean, it was 2 hours and 1 minute MegaCast. We tried to go up to, and the Steelers made that trade. We got a tackle. TA's still a little upset. He's still. I could. I know he's pissed.
I don't understand why you're so bummy about this. Like, we got exactly what we needed. Why are you butthurt?
Because
I don't understand.
We
Because
gave
you don't
up too
understand.
much.
Because this one draft pick is going to change the face of the draft. And
Yeah.
we needed a corner. If we would have took the corner, we could have picked up the tackle in the second. At the end of the day, we're going to be reaching from here to the end of the draft, and we're missing the mid rounds, which means we are mid fucking pack. And yes, Tomlin will get another winning season at fucking 9-8. Woohoo!
God, I hope
Yay,
not.
Steelers Nation! Is that what you want to hear, Freight Train? Yay!
He's not happy.
Can I join your
no,
guys?
I don't
I
have to.
gotta come on that show more often. That's hilarious.
I don't understand it.
I think it was
But
a really good pick.
Steve Montgomery
too.
says though we also have a franchise quarterback with a few concussions already, so
Right.
we don't need to
And
get
go
any
ahead
more.
and throw in that fucking tight end that we got a few concussions with as well, too. Woohoo!
Something tells me that FDA is really excited for the future.
Yeah.
Well,
Nothing
I'm
but
okay.
positive
I'm not
vibes.
as bad. I'm
I
okay.
deal with them on a weekly
I just-
basis.
I just
Well,
see
Bubba,
the second round
you-
pick, second and third round pick.
Well, Bubba, you kind of mentioned a few times that you liked him anyway. I mean, you mentioned it, I think, around pick 8, and you mentioned it again a little bit later when you were talking about trading up around 9 or 10. So, I mean, you never really said how you felt. You tried to host more or less, but how did you feel about that pick? You never asked yourself there at the end.
Well, I thought they were going to trade up with Chicago. That didn't happen because I've been reading stuff about that. That didn't happen. And then TA got it in my head like, Bob, we don't need to trade. We just need to stay where we're at. And I'm like, okay. But then there was a little bit of drive on some tackles that were getting taken out. So I was getting a little worried. So I was
Drive
getting a
on
little worried.
tackles.
And I figured that Joey Porter was going to be set in on as a Steeler. And I'm not saying that he can't be the 32nd pick. I think I'd be okay with
He
that.
will be. He will be.
With Freight Train. Okay, I'll be okay with that. And then we got our corner with Porter, who they wanted, because really a 32nd pick is really a number one pick, really,
Mhm.
in my eyes. It's really another.
That's because Miami had a forfeit there first.
So
Look,
Yeah.
and
Bubba, if
like-
Porter falls to second, I will be ecstatic.
so I mean,
I'm telling you. it's
I'm
gonna
I'm
happen.
okay with the tackle because I'm not a big Dan Moore fan, and we did the show last night, me and Freight Train, and we went through the depth of the offensive line, and there was nobody behind him. So realistically, Jones will now be the starter. Dan Moore will be the depth
Okay.
guy.
So
Mhm.
now wait a minute. You still got to
Okay.
expect Broderick Jones to take that position.
I
So
believe he'll
what
take.
is it-
I believe he'll take it.
what is it about Dan Moore that you didn't like? Give me some facts.
I don't like
not-
Dan Moore because he just doesn't. He just look. I liked him against Cleveland in that last Ben Roethlisberger game. He held Myles Garrett to no sacks, but he just wasn't. He just wasn't the tackle
The fundamentals.
that I want because Chooks
Mhm.
next year probably will be gone because he's going to be costing an arm and a leg.
2 more.
You think 2 more years? I think probably this year and then maybe next year.
Contract,
But also
2
too,
more.
I'm just not a big Dan Moore fan. We solidified the middle of that line with these guards. The guard, last year Daniels and this year the dude from the Eagles. So I mean, I'm okay. I
Which
think we're
dude
going to be
from the
rough.
Eagles? We got
The-
3.
He was the guy from the Jets. Actually beat our
Herbig.
ass in the Jets. Herbig actually beat our
Nate
ass.
Herbig's okay,
Yes.
but he's not a starter.
Yeah, but what about
he was
Smoke?
beating our ass, though. I mean, but we needed depth. We need depth in the offensive line because our offensive line did not get injured. God bless America. I'm just not a big Dan Moore guy because he just didn't like his pass protection is just very
So-
subpar.
Did Joey
all.
Porter Jr. do something to piss off scouts? Because I'll tell you what, another defensive back off the board Washington
Steele
just
says
took.
Moore is better than Chooks. I don't know, Steele. It's just maybe because he's younger, maybe. Like, I don't know.
So
I'm
Smoke,
shocked.
who's the next corner taking off?
What's his name?
Emmanuel
Gonzalez.
Forbes. Well,
Yeah, Emmanuel Forbes. Yeah, he's the next one off the board.
yeah. See, so what did Joey Porter Jr. do?
I mean,
And
that's now what the third corner
Still
taken so
says-
far.
Steele says Washington took Forbes from Minnesota State. Gonzalez is dropping like a stone.
Yeah, why is Gonzalez falling?
I don't know. Maybe Gonzalez will be at 32. So, okay, before we get out of here,
I'm
at the
telling you, one
32nd
of them's
pick,
going to be there.
Gonzalez or Joey Porter Jr. If they're there at 32, who do you take?
I don't think they're both going to be
If
there. I
they're
think it's going to be a very easy decision. It's going to be one or the other, whoever's left.
Well, whoever's left. I mean, but
I have a feeling that
they're
there's-
there. Just hypothetically, before we get out of here, TA,
Well,
if they're both
the
there, who
Patriots
you
are probably
taking?
going to take Gonzalez right here.
Yeah, there's some
Probably.
rumors that
Then
the
I don't-
Patriots. Yeah, the rumor is from Albert Breer, the Patriots are taking Christian Gonzalez right now. So he's
Well, yeah,
actually about to be
because-
gone.
Because the question is why is Gonzalez falling? That we don't.
Well, he's
know.
going right now. He should be going at 17.
Still says Gonzalez over Porter. Okay, we'll
Right,
wait
he's
till the
going right now.
Patriots pick. We'll see if it's Gonzalez, and then my
So
hypothetical
Scott.
Yeah,
so
it
right
is.
there, Gonzalez is 17. You're telling me Broderick Jones would not have fell to 17?
Yep, there he goes. Christian Gonzalez, Oregon, number 17.
Right.
Well, this will
so
be a
there you
debate
go.
for Steeler. This will be a
We
debate. This will
fucking
be a
gave
debate
up
now.
a round. That's number 2, by the way.
That's okay.
For a guy who would have fell into our lap. That's the other
Hindsight's
Well-
2020, TA.
There's
I
no
still think
hindsight.
so.
2020.
I
There's
still
no
think,
hindsight.
even though the Jets took a linebacker, it's only because there was nobody else good available.
No,
I
there's
still
no
think the
hindsight.
Jets would have taken him at.
Right?
I still think they would have.
What are you?
I'm
telling me?
sorry.
Right-
I
Wait a second.
I follow the
Smoke-
Jets because
Smoke-
my father-in-law is a big Jets fan. I've been
Smoke,
watching
are
the
you
news
telling
on
me
it.
Wright wasn't the right pick. Bubba at the beginning of the show was ready to settle on Wright.
He's
Yeah.
a good pick. He's a good
I
pick.
would-
but he went
I
way
was
too
ready to
early. There was
settle
no
on
way.
an
Yeah, he
offensive
was ready to
tackle. I
settle
didn't.
on Wright.
Yeah,
So
I
now
was.
you're telling me
I'm not
Wright's
lying.
right?
I was offensive tackle all the way because
Right,
this
Wright's
year, because
not
last
right?
year I was defensive nose tackle and it didn't happen.
No, I just think that giving up a 4th-round pick to go up 3 or 4 spots is a lot more lucrative than
Well, I got
had they
people
tried
saying
to- had
Jones
they-
would not have
had
been
they
there.
tried
They said the
to
Jets
go
would
all
have
the way
taken
up.
Jones. I
And
got
you know
guys
what?
on my.
Rich,
Yes,
league
they
guys,
would have.
Jets would have taken him.
I've been
Steele says
I've
they
been
would have
saying
taken
that
him
since
Bones.
before your pick.
Rich, I agree with that. If we had a 5th and a 6th round pick,
And I get that, but the Eagles don't have anything late either. But we still had to move up that one spot. You give the 4th up, and you got to get what's
Well,
available
but
now.
now,
We get,
okay, so
'cause here's the
hypothetically,
problem, though.
back to where I go here before we get out of here. Hypothetically, now if Porter's there at 32nd, you take him, and then
I do.
everybody's happy.
I do.
well,
Okay, you're happy,
Look,
Freight Train, if that
it-
Hell
happens.
yeah, I'm happy.
I know you are.
it takes the sting away from it, Bubba.
Okay,
Takes
because
the sting
then
away.
Great
now we
train.
have
I'm
to
with you
see-
on this one, buddy. I'm with you
Yeah,
on this
I
one.
mean,
I think it was the right pick.
I think
I
so
mean,
too.
And like with my father-in-law
Jones
being
is
a big
beast,
Jets
Louis
fan, the news
Galantine
that I've been
says,
reading,
Louis says good
I'm
pick.
very confident he would not have been there at 17.
Yeah.
I do not think
That's
he
the
was there at
chance you got to
17.
take. I mean,
When he
yeah,
turns into a perennial Pro Bowler
Because-
on the offensive line,
Like
we'll
just real
remember
fast
this.
before we close out, like
I'm
FTA
gonna
saying like
remember those words,
real
Freight
fast.
Train.
but real fast, like FTA
perennial
was
Pro
saying that.
Bowler.
But here's the thing, like it's all woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? But at the end of the day, if we're talking about it this way, if we're going to do hypotheticals, let's say that he's not there at 17. Let's say you get there, he's off the board. Now you got to go into the 2nd round and grab it off at the tackle instead. And we
And
all know that there's
and
not many
again-
good ones outside of the 1st round. Same with corners, but
Whoa, stop!
you're going to get better. You're going to get better quality corner in 2nd round than you will offensive lineman. You had to
Smoke.
go for a top 4 guy.
I was
You had to.
okay with DeJuan Jones in the 2nd round.
I don't.
With the
I think
first
it- I-
one or the second one?
In the 2nd round with the.
But you don't even know if he's going to
32nd
be there.
pick.
That's the risk that you take.
Oh,
when
See,
you
now
play
this
that
DeJuan
debate
game.
is
Jones-
getting more heated. This debate is
DeJuan
getting
Jones
actually
is going to
pretty
be there.
good. And look,
DeJuan
these chess
Jones will
pieces
be
can
there.
be moved anyway.
Yeah,
I'm just happy they got a
DeJuan
tackle.
Jones would have been there.
I'm not even a Steelers fan. I don't have personal.
shit.
I have family that is. I'm going to ask them their opinion, but
like I said,
I have interest in
DeJuan
football. I
Jones
love
would have been
football.
there,
I love
and
the
I would
I know
strategy.
you do,
of it.
Rich. I know
I
you
would
do.
have took
I
that. I would have took that road grader any day of the week.
So,
compared to Broderick.
what you mean? So let's say you miss out on Jones, right? So let's say you keep pick 17. Jones is
If
off
they
the
missed
board.
out on Jones,
wait,
they were
hold on,
taking Joey
hold on.
Porter Jr.
Hold on. So 17, Jones is off the board, right? You keep your
Yes.
fourth round pick.
Okay.
Who are you taking at 17, and who are you taking in the fourth round to make up for what you were going to miss out on by having a potential star outside tackle? Who are you? Yeah, you get Joey Porter. That's great, right? But we're talking right now. Oh well, Porter
Well, I
should be
wasn't even
available.
talking
But
Joey.
no, but
I was
but for what this-
talking. I was talking to Gonzalez here a minute ago.
But look, I mean, he fell to 17, sure. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of other good corners. But what did you realize ever since that pick of Jones? You haven't seen an offensive lineman since because there's
you know
nobody
what?
else there.
Mhm.
Nobody else is available.
Well,
Nobody.
no.
still, I got
He was the
some.
last
I got
good
some.
one.
I still got comments on the Facebook site, so I'll read it to you
Juwan
guys.
Jones would have been there.
How much a difference a 5th round pick and an undrafted free agent? Steele says not much. Steele says Jones has a weak lower body and a bad footwork. And Steve Montgomery says Cam Smith, cornerback out of South Carolina, or a middle linebacker, defensive space eaters, or a
First
middle
of all,
or a middle
I don't know
defensive
where that
lineman.
conversation came from, but
yeah, Cam Smith wouldn't even been in the fucking conversation.
listen, I
Well, Steve
respect your
knows his-
opinion,
Steve
TA.
knows-
I
Steve's-
do. I
Steve's pretty
just
knowledgeable. I'm just gonna say I think if we didn't make the trade, we would have drafted Joey Porter Jr.
No,
okay. But then
we
but
had
then who do you
in the
take?
17th round. I think we would
Would've
have got
been
Porter
Gonzalez.
based on the fact of his lineage with his dad, and Freight Train would have been real happy. And
no,
but
because at this point
he
in
says
time,
watch
you,
SEC.
you know
That's
what
what
this
Steve said.
saved us by taking a tackle. In all honesty,
Okay,
that saved us the Joey Porter deal. It really did, because like I said at the beginning, dealing with family.
I
Jones
don't think
bad
FTA
business.
knows how he feels yet. He sounds like Eagles fans that I know. They
Well,
love it.
I-
They hate it. They
I'm
hate it. They
okay.
love it.
That's not how I feel.
if they get a cornerback, if they get a high-ranking quarterback and a
Can-
second-round pick,
can-
I'm
If you
okay.
would
But
have
I
took
still want a
Gonzalez,
defensive
if you
lineman.
had Gonzalez fall in your lap, who was scheduled
I
to
think the
be
problem-
a top 10, Gonzalez
I-
was scheduled to be a top 10, fell to you at 17, and you picked up Juwan Jones at number 2. Oh,
Can I say?
now
can I
we're
just
talking
say?
beauty.
Still says
I
Bronson
think
Jones was a
I
great
think
pick.
there's one underlying thing that we have
trying to
not
get all
hit
the
on.
comments.
It's one thing I've noticed about TA the whole time. TA just
Oh, he's
wanted
fired up.
Gonzalez since 7 minutes into this goddamn podcast. Let's be
Oh,
honest.
no.
It doesn't matter who was available. He wanted. Listen. Wait. What did he say about Atlanta? Gonzalez. Detroit. Gonzalez. This man thought Gonzalez was going to 13 different teams, and now all of a sudden he's pissed off because Gonzalez went 17 in New England.
All as I know,
reality
gentlemen, is
He just wanted Gonzalez. That's all it was. He didn't
well,
get
we
him, and now
we
he's
didn't get him.
pissed.
We didn't get him. And he
Am
wouldn't
I
have
wrong,
been-
Freight Train?
Smoke. You know what, Smoke? I'll
I
give you
can't
that. Because I'll
disagree.
tell you what, as far as the top corner, to learn against Peterson, that would have
Whatever
been
his name is, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
you're right.
that would have been a great matchup.
And
And,
why
for
why
a
can't
Steelers
Joey Porter
Nation
Jr.
Smoke-
do that then?
Hold on,
Or
He's
the
not
guy,
physical enough, remember?
or the guy
No.
from Maryland that they're looking at, the
No.
quarterback from Maryland, which I don't know. I'm sorry, people out there, the
Banks?
quarterback from
Wait
Maryland.
a second.
Thanks.
Do you want another guy from Maryland? Do you see the last guy?
I'm
we
just
got from
saying they're
Maryland?
going to draft a
No,
cornerback.
did you
and-
see the last guy we
You
got
can't-
from Maryland?
I
He
can't
sucked.
get-
understand, but I believe that's what
Look,
we're gonna
I'm
draft
tired
a
of that
quarterback.
Tomlin connection
Yeah.
to Maryland.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Can I just say this is the best part about the NFL draft, right? Number
Thanks.
one,
Thank you, Bones.
number
Thank
one,
you.
number one. I'm looking at Will Levis sitting here. They said there was a 1.8% chance he would be available at 18. I didn't like him coming in. I feel bad for him. His mom looks really depressed, but I'm feeling really good about what I said before the draft, which was I had no faith in Will Levis. But second, I wanted to say this is why I love the draft. We can all sit here, yell about shouldas, couldas, wouldas, and we'll never fucking know if anybody was right or anybody was wrong. So all we can do is sit here, stew and
That's
marinate
all
our
we're doing
own
is
bullshit
speculating.
and move on. And then here's the thing: we'll do it again next year. That's how
Only in
everybody
America.
is. That is
Only
the
in
NFL
America.
draft
If we do it
2.0.
next year, we get better Wi-Fi. We're good.
It's
so people can
gambling.
actually talk.
It's gambling
Birds
with
ain't
no
upset.
money invested, but emotions. That's the
Yeah.
problem with the draft. The NFL draft is gambling, but you're
I'm
not losing
okay.
money. You're losing
Last
emotion.
year I
That's
was
the problem.
mad. I'm okay this year.
Rich,
That's
I'm
what makes the
okay,
draft
and
so
I wanna
great.
I'm okay.
Smoke, I'm not going to argue any of that
I'm okay.
because when we traded up to get fucking Devin Bush,
Oh,
I
God.
disagreed with
I
that
was happy
pick
with that, too.
100%.
Well, so did I. If it makes you
I
feel
was-
better, so did I. I didn't like Devin Bush.
Now I was,
I
still don't
I was,
like
I was
Devin
like,
Bush.
oh, it's Christmas, and now look at it. All my gifts got returned. So it's the role. We're never going to have a 1974 draft.
Why not?
That ain't
Whoa,
happening.
whoa, whoa, never say never.
Well, we can get a
Never
couple
say
diamonds
never.
in the rough, but 74, no one.
Wow,
I mean,
Jack Campbell already.
nobody.
I'm
Oh,
about
they
to just
like
say
him.
that too.
They
Yep,
like
Jack-
him. They like
Jack
him.
Campbell went number 18 to Detroit, linebacker from Iowa.
They like
I
him.
wonder.
and he was,
I wonder if it's
yeah.
because the coach's name is Dan Campbell. That's probably what it is. It's
he
all
was my
prejudice
second round,
drafting.
second round pick in a mock draft. I did pick him in the second round in a mock
I don't
draft,
think
which I
Jack
never did
Campbell should
before.
have went this early. To be honest, I mean he's
Mhm.
good.
No,
He's good, but I don't
second
think
round.
he's pick.
Second
I don't
round.
think he's an 18th pick of the draft. Good.
But I
So
had to
there
learn
you
a
go.
lot.
There you go, TA. If you take anything away from this draft, just know that you could have taken that bum at 17 and you didn't. So there you go. I mean Campbell's
That-
good, but he's not 18th pick good.
So
No, he's not 18th pick good.
Does-
He's
wait,
not
real fast.
32nd.
no,
Does
there's been
Tampa
some
take-
pickups
does-
that are busts.
Does Tampa take Will Levis right here? They have like
They'll
the
be
worst
working at
quarterback in that
Philo.
division.
Maybe.
But I tell you
After
what,
they're-
you want to know what will make me happy? Forget all the cornerbacks. Forget all this.
Okay.
Trenton
Going
Simpson.
18-0.
Trenton Simpson.
Trenton Simpson. Okay. I mean,
Well, I hope you are happy for tomorrow night.
Trenton Simpson.
I hope you're happy tomorrow
your
night.
whole family's in the background. What's up, guys?
They're like, oh, Dad's mad because we didn't get a
They're
cornerback.
like, everybody go to bed before. Everybody go to bed before he gets off.
They're like,
Hurry up.
oh, Dad, you okay?
Their countdowns. That's why they went down the stairs so fast.
In
See
my
how
house,
fast
they
they went
just
down
shut me
those
off.
steps.
Hey,
So-
the way this draft's going, Trenton Simpson.
Okay. I'll still
Oh.
say tomorrow at 8:00 we shall see.
And you guys don't even know who Trenton Simpson is.
I did not have any clue. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's why I haven't
I had
elaborated
no
on it.
clue, brother.
just-
I got no clue, and I
None
know
of-
a lot of stuff, but
I can't even believe none of
you
you
know,
know who
I-
Trenton Simpson is.
I just
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
No idea.
I'm not
Linebacker for
good in-
Clemson.
I know. My
Thank you, Smoke.
faults. I know my faults in college football. Like Burns, when he was Burns is a super honestly, and he's probably not listening now because he might be pissed off. I don't know, but Burns knows his college football.
He probably blocked
And that's
you
why
on
I brought him
Facebook.
on. I
Yeah.
brought him on, and he's a talker. I do not know college football like some people do, and that is my weakness, and I own up to that. But I do know my Pittsburgh Steeler football and Steeler history. I'll put that up against anybody.
give you
maybe
that.
except for TA. TA is pretty knowledgeable. You know, I listen to their podcast, and he pulls some stuff up. And back in the day, he had to make some young whippersnappers, be quiet because they just tried, and he just started out the old aging gunslinger routine, and it was all dead to rights.
Well, real fast, I love to do this, and Bubba knows I like to do this too. So I've never spoken with you two before. Who are your favorite Steelers? Like, who's your number one favorite Steeler of all time? I'll start with you, Freight Train. Who do you got?
oh man, put me on the spot.
Yes, the fuck I am. I'm wearing my favorite Eagle of all time. If it makes you feel any better, I mean,
That's
going
his-
B-Dog every
Yeah, I
time.
asked him
That's
that question
fine.
too.
Good.
Great train.
There's no question about it for me in my generation. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna
Good,
go
good
there.
pick.
How
good
old are
pick.
you?
32.
He's
Yeah,
21.
you're a little bit older than me. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's about right. I had a feeling you were gonna say Ben. I figured it would be somebody new. All right,
Ben's
FTA,
good.
you're old as shit. What do you got? Jack Lambert? No, I'm just kidding. Who do you got?
You're absolutely right. The vampire.
Really? I got it right the first. You know, I always seem to guess that shit right. I can tell by the person's personality
Yeah.
who their favorite Steeler is. I swear to fucking God, it's a weird thing.
There's just too many
the-
though.
You are the fifth person I've talked to. I got it right the very first fucking guess. If you're
Mm-hmm.
serious, if it really is Jack Lambert, I'm getting really fucking good with you Steelers fans.
I
don't know
love
what the fuck it is.
I love Lambert
Y'all-
too, but
Y'all some
there's so
predictable
many.
motherfuckers.
Mm.
Like I had a
Look.
Mount Rushmore. I had a Mount Rushmore on the Black and Gold Steeler Dynasty show, and I had Mean Joe Green,
Yep.
Big Ben, Terry Bradshaw, and Franco Harris.
know,
Those were my
I-
four.
Mhm.
I still think Rod Woodson gets dismissed too quick.
No, I don't
Oh, no,
dismiss
no.
them, but you can only put so many. You can only put 4 people on the Mount Rushmore. You
But
can't put everybody.
I will
I
put thi-
I mean,
I will
So wait,
say
are you
this.
Bubba, are you a big Pittsburgh College fan?
I do support Penn State and Pitt because I'm local. I
Defensive
do
tackle
support-
Kalijah Cansey out of the University of Pittsburgh just went number 19 to Tampa Bay.
Jeez.
Wow, I didn't think he.
I feel like some of these teams are really reaching right now.
I
is what
think
it
a lot
feels
of
like.
I think a lot of teams are. I think he was good, but not as good. And this maybe a later
They're saying his comparison is Aaron Donald.
Well, maybe they did train at they did play at the same school, so maybe
That's a big. I don't
Um,
know. I feel like he
Greg
has like
Javicki,
an awkward.
Porter Banks, Bretts, Ringo, Cam Sutton, Stevenson, all still available for pick 32. Bones Javicki does say so, but yeah, Friday night tomorrow at 8:00. We can sleep on this lovely tackle spot and see who we take tomorrow.
I got another draft pick and 10 picks. I got one more tonight for me, so I got
well,
some
you'll
time
have to
left.
stay up. You'll have
Eagles
to
are
stay up.
taking the Eagles.
I
Got
mean,
a
I'll
pick
stay
at
up and
30.
watch it, but then I you know, but I mean, I do appreciate at 2 minutes and 20, 2 minutes and 20, 2
2
hours.
minutes.
And, yeah,
We've been
2
on,
minutes.
we've been
2
on this
minutes.
for 2 minutes.
2 hours. Well, we were
Yeah,
spending
wait.
2
That
minutes
was
to
the
listen to some
the
people
most
for the internet.
wild. Listen,
Yeah.
I know that. I know when I was back in middle school, 2 minutes is probably
Yeah.
about as long as I lasted.
2
but I'll
hours,
tell you
21
what,
minutes, and 14
this might have been the most
seconds
exciting. This might have been the
on-
most exciting 2 minutes and 21 seconds of my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
If that's the case.
So
Wait a second. I gotta say time out here, man.
okay.
You all just glanced right over the vampire like he was nothing.
No,
I didn't.
No.
I dwelled on it for about a minute.
Stop.
I dwelled
Okay.
on it.
Okay.
Now, you want to talk about a Steeler? There's nobody that exemplifies a Steeler like Jack Lambert did. Now, number 2, and here's a name that might shock you.
Oh, here we
Smoke,
go.
And you
Are we
might
doing
not
a
even
top
know
5
him.
now or what?
I probably
He just
will.
asked our all-time favorite. He didn't
Oh,
say,
stop.
"Hey,
stop,
TA,
stop,
what's your
stop,
2
stop,
favorite Steelers?"
Stop.
I have a feeling this would be
Mr.
5. Hold on.
Stop.
Well, Mount
Mr.
Rushmore is 4. I just want to put that out there to
Mr.
everybody.
Hold on. Mr. Wagner.
Wow.
Mike Wagner.
Yeah.
You're putting
Mike
Mike
Wagner.
Wagner on your Mount Rushmore of 4?
At number 2. At number
Number
2.
two?
At number 2. You want to know why I put him at number 2?
Yes. Yeah. I'm not saying
That's a
I don't
reach.
disagree with you as a great Steeler player, but I'd like to know why.
It's a little bit of a reach.
Because at the end of the day, that was the guy who really packed his lunch, put it in the old Superman tin steel lunchbox, carried it to work, never said a fucking word, punched in, punched out,
These F things have been going way off the
and
charts tonight.
got
People, just
the
letting you know.
job
Where the fuck
done.
did this conversation come from? I don't know.
That
what the fuck
is
happening.
exactly what the Steelers organization is. We are a lunchbox group. You got the character, i.e., the vampire, and
Do
you
you
Okay.
got
guys,
the
do you
guy.
guys, do you guys
who
endorse
just gets
that?
the
Is that,
job
is that
done.
Okay. No, I like Mike Wagner, but I would not put Mike
we
Wagner
all
on my Mount
take
Rushmore.
metal tin lunch boxes to work with us, and that's what makes a Steeler fan. Too.
Not today. You don't. You take a canvas one made in China.
That's true.
It's not
He's
even made in
absolutely right.
Pittsburgh.
I have a
anymore,
canvas
Smoke.
one that's
Yeah.
probably made somewhere. but
nothing's
not
made in
USA.
nothing's made in
Yeah.
America anymore.
So
Pennsylvania,
hey, real
Pennsylvania got
quick,
like Rolling Rock. That's
real
all we
quick,
got.
TA,
Okay,
because I
Latrobe.
got before 11 o'clock. Give me 2 more on your Mount Rushmore
Oh,
before we
God.
end this.
Oh,
2 more Steeler, yes, and then we're gonna roll out the barrel.
That's what we said for the last 20 minutes. Now we're working on it.
I know I was trying to get. Well, I just
Well, I still
Well,
gotta give 3
least-
more.
I think it's still fun though.
yeah.
I think
You get 3
I'm still
more, you
having
give
fun.
2 more, and then we got to go. I'll give you that. You know.
How about this? How about we
Buck
wrap the
Sprout.
show up? How about we wrap the show up and then we talk shit behind the scenes, so this way we're not going on for 4 hours.
I ain't going on for 4 hours. I'm just giving TA his 2
Yeah,
picks,
but we've
and
said that we
Trey
were
gives
done.
3.
You had us saying
I've been
our
saying
final
done for 45
goodbyes.
minutes now.
But you had us saying our goodbyes about
I
23
know, an
minutes
hour
ago.
ago. I'm not
Yeah,
a real good.
so
I don't got it. I'm not a good.
At this point, we're still going to be live tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Well,
So
we're still
just
doing a
stay with
draft.
us all the way
We're
through.
still putting out draft, but I want to get TAs.
Let me
2
text
more
my boss
picks
and let him know I'm going to be a
and
little
3
late.
before I get out of here. Go ahead, TA.
Look, if I'm going to stick with the Steeler true grit, it's Iron Mike.
Okay, that's your 3rd, 4th.
Mike Tyson, number 3. Gotcha.
He's got to be number 3 because I'll tell you what, there's not another center in today's NFL that will ever match the comparison of Mike. None.
I'm
Zero
not disagreeing with you
zilch.
on that. The 2 out of the 3 guys you talked about, I met personally, and I have the utmost respect for the 2 of them that I met. Your last pick on your Mount Rushmore of Steelers pick right now.
My
dog
last
get-
pick. You know, I hate to say this, but the name keeps coming to me, even though this is going to sound really, really weird.
Okay.
But as a Pittsburgh Steeler, wear the color true, wore it as a true Steeler. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I've been ready. Yeah.
Carnell Lake.
Wow. Those are great picks. Those are picks that I would never think, but those are all great picks because 2 of them were secondary guys and not one was Mel Blount or Rod Woodson. So I commend you. So those are good picks.
Can I just
Now-
say real fast? Will Levis looks pissed. I mean, he
So,
looks
He's
absolutely
probably
terrible.
crying.
Look,
Now,
are
as
you
Freight
watching
Train
this,
down
Freight
there,
Train?
Freight Train, give me your 3.
Okay. These are personal ones, right?
Yes,
These aren't
that's what
just
they
like,
need to be. Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
Okay.
Your Mount Rushmore, real quick.
Okay. My Mount Rushmore. Ben Roethlisberger, like I said.
Gotcha.
Okay. My childhood favorite, and I hope we get him on the show soon, Cordell Stewart.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Love
man.
me some Slash.
Well, we had him on one
Wow.
Megacast.
Wow.
We had him
You
on the
did.
one. I don't think you were there. Yeah, we
I
did.
wasn't.
No,
Me
he
and-
wasn't
me and
there.
TA.
Yeah.
Me and TA were like, I tell you what, I
Oh,
was in cloud
absolutely.
heaven, man.
Dude,
Oh,
I've
it
been
was
like
good.
a little girl at a boy band concert.
Okay,
I'd have
yeah,
been
I
on
was.
there.
I always do. I did that with Randy Fuller too. So,
Yeah.
what's your third pick?
And you're gonna laugh at this one.
I'm not going to laugh at anything.
Antonio Brown.
I'm not laughing at that because he
Honestly,
well, he can.
honestly,
No, before he went, he
Yeah,
was
I'm just
going to be
kidding.
the greatest receiver of all time,
yeah.
and probably without a Super Bowl ring. But now
A
he got
human
one, so I
highlight
can't-
reel.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not
Every
gonna bitch
week.
about that.
Yeah.
Your last one,
Mean Joe Green.
okay?
Has
You
to
can't-
be
Yeah, that
Mean
was
Joe
mine too,
Green.
So yeah.
All right,
Yep.
Bubba, your turn.
Oh, mine was. I said it on my show. Mean Joe Green, Franco Harris, because of just what Franco did and the nostalgic of him, just that immaculate reception and every year he took the team to the playoffs. And I said Terry Bradshaw because he had 4 Super Bowl rings and Terry was, and then Big Ben was mine because I love Big Ben. I got a picture when I almost kissed him on the cheek. It looks kind of crazy.
I'm not a
but-
Steelers fan, but can I give you my
Yeah,
four?
go ahead.
I'll
Yeah,
give
you're
you
not a
my four
Steeler fan, but
favorite
give your
Steelers.
4.
My
Yeah.
dad's a big Steelers fan, so I was forced to watch every game. for a
Okay,
very
well,
long time.
God bless your dad. Real
I'll
quick.
go 2 current, 2 former. So I'm going to go
Okay.
number 1 for my current, and I'm going to avoid quarterbacks here. I'm not going to do
Okay.
quarterbacks are always the obvious choice. Like
Gotcha.
notice how he took 2 down there.
Yeah, I know. I'm up here.
Those are always they're always the obvious ones.
Well, I love Terry Bradshaw. Greatest game
Well,
in that
no, I don't
last
blame you. I
game. and
mean,
he
Bradshaw's
threw
a
his
good
arm
pick.
out.
Roethlisberger's a good pick.
Yeah,
There's definitely some
yeah.
good ones in there.
Yep.
For me, the 2 present, the new, closer present, I would say my favorite ones to watch were Troy Polamalu, one of my favorite
Okay,
Steelers of all time.
that's a great pick.
I mean, that guy was everywhere you could possibly fucking be in a
That is a
football
great
game.
pick.
Pissed me the fuck off too. He
Well,
fucked the Eagles up a couple times in there.
I'm sure he did.
I would say for my second one, I just love the way that he played the game, and I mean, there's nothing like him. When I used to watch a lot of ball, my dad was a big running game guy, big I formation thing. I love Jerome Bettis back in the
Oh
early
yeah,
2000s
good pick.
as well.
Good pick.
Nobody ever talks about Jerome Bettis at all when it comes to the modern day. We all talk about Le'Veon and whatever, but Jerome
No.
Bettis
No,
Jerome-
no,
Jerome-
that's not true.
You're
Not
talking to the
necessarily
wrong
me.
guys, brother.
Yeah,
We
if
talk
we're
A real
going-
Bettis.
Steelers fan
if
would
we're going-
certainly bring him up.
And if we're going back to what TA was saying, like he just makes me think of Steelers. Like that's just he is a fucking Steeler. Like grind it out, run right through you, go fuck yourself kind of Steeler. And then I guess
Love
for the
Philadelphia
former,
Bucks.
I will say I stick with Jack Lambert on there as well. I think Jack Lambert is
Okay.
one of the most
Kissing up the
grizzly-
field.
grizzly sons of bitches you'll ever watch on a football field. And then I guess for my other one, I'd have to go Mean Joe Green as well. I just think watching
Yeah,
his
watching Mean Joe
Green
everybody. There's
watching
no
his
right or
highlight,
wrong.
woof.
There's no right or
Right.
wrong answer. It's just from your heart, and that's
It's
all I'm
good.
asking.
And then
That's
just
good,
so you
that's
know,
good.
just so you know, for my Eagles real quick, I got
Blah
Brian
blah
Dawkins.
blah 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 blah.
I got
blah.
Brian Dawkins. I got Brian Dawkins, Jason
Go speak
Kelsey.
Klingon. Okay,
Brian
we're good.
Dawkins, Jason Kelsey. I got a bunch of guys in there.
I know
but
you do. I know you
I'll
do.
leave it all.
But hey, I just want to say thank you, Rich Smoke, for coming on tonight, adding your expertise to this megacast, even though you're from Philadelphia.
I love being outnumbered. It's my
I know,
favorite
and
thing.
I know you like to talk football, and you do have a vast knowledge of a lot of football, and I do appreciate you coming on tonight,
My
as
pleasure.
always. And
Thank
you're
you for
part of the
having
Triple B Experience family, and I do thank you. TA, it's always a pleasure, brother. Always a pleasure. I
love
know
it,
we're going to
brother.
do another show where we're going to
Pleasure to meet
predict.
you, TA.
We're going to predict.
You as well, Spoke.
We'll predict the games and the Steelers like we do. I think that's great. Let's just get through this draft. Hopefully, you can get through the draft without any headaches tomorrow and Saturday. And then, like I said, we can megacast all the time. And TA, you're
Wow.
more than welcome to come on the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty show anytime you can. I know you're busy.
Nice to
I
meet
know
you,
you're
Frank.
busy, but
Absolutely.
you got an invite as always too. Anytime you can make it, I'll
Bubba,
throw it out
we're-
there.
We're gonna get caught up, Bubba, real soon.
I know.
Real fast with the 20th pick in the draft. The Seattle Seahawks take wide receiver Jackson Smith and Jigba from Ohio State.
Thank you for announcing him correctly. Thank
Is that
you.
his name in Jigba?
That
That
is
Why
his
hard.
name.
didn't you
Thank
say
you.
that
Jigba.
earlier, Smoke?
You got to
Yeah.
emphasize the end. That's why.
Yes.
It's like it's
Yeah.
an African.
Jigba.
It's an
Yeah.
African thing. It's
Yes.
Njigba.
Njigba.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
Oh, it's
easy.
an African thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Freight
it
Train,
is.
thank you
Oh,
so much.
Yes.
And like I said last night, you know, you can get it on a replay. It was a welcome edition last night. We went over. Tonight was two in a row.
Mhm.
But you're always welcome on the Triple B Black and Gold Dynasty show as
Certainly.
always.
Yeah.
And
And
you
I
guys
can't wait to go on. I can't wait to go on ours Thursday with TA when
I don't-
Pittsburgh trades up to 31 and give up a 7th round
Yeah,
pick.
TA.
take
I don't know. You might.
Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah, I like I said, and
TA's gonna have a fucking
yeah,
stroke.
TA was also the host tonight, and he had to go unexpectedly. I hope everything's okay. I talked to him on a side. He said it is, but you know, at 2 hours and 31 minutes and 17 seconds, for two podcasts, they're actually in the Indiana counties best podcast, which we actually run shows every year. As I said last night, we got to compete against some other categories. So hope one of us is
What
placing.
competition?
We shall see.
What
Yeah, exactly.
competition?
Well, we shall see. But
Hold
I
on.
want to.
Hey,
I want to.
here's what you got to do.
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck
Well,
is
we
going
don't. We just
on?
we talk passionately about Pittsburgh
Freight Train,
Steelers
is this normal
football and
behavior?
football.
Pippi Longstockings.
Yeah.
Is this normal behavior over here?
Well, they get
Oh,
on.
yeah,
They get
yeah.
on when they get with me.
It
Everybody
is.
gets a little crazy.
Yeah.
When they get on with me, I let the reins go, maybe. But
We're,
But
we're
I
now in
appreciate
the
you
off
guys.
the rails segment.
I love doing these mega casts.
Is that where a
football
freight
stuff
train
with
came
Steelers.
from?
yeah.
But I want to thank you guys so much. And hopefully we have the rest of the draft for the Steeler fans. Rich, hopefully your draft is good too. That we can have something
Thanks
to
for
talk
making
about.
that a side note. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So if everybody out there listening, please subscribe to the Steelers Realm podcast.
Real
You'll see these two guys and
freight train.
you know JT, the three amigos, and
Eagles are
that
taking Joey
podcast.
Porter at 30. You watch.
Yeah, get out of here.
How
But
fucking
also,
pissed
I
would you be?
appreciate
Freight train
everybody
would never talk to
subscribing.
me ever again.
I would be pissed.
I appreciate everybody for subscribing to the Triple B Experience. Please, I'm going to download this tonight and put it on Spotify. You can listen to us, not see our pretty faces. We had a little bit
Good
of
luck.
technical difficulty with the internet. Xfinity is always out there. All you have to do is purchase Xfinity. Xfinity has a good product, so for $89 a month, you can get it. So I want to thank Brian Burns for being on the
Are you
show tonight.
sponsored now?
Yeah, I'm going to get sponsored. Thank Brian Burns, first time ever, first time caller, long time listener. Thank you, Burns, with all your knowledge tonight. Thank you. I know he had some technical difficulty.
Again,
I would like
it
to
was
get
the
him back
Wi-Fi.
on.
It wasn't you, Burns.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not. It
Hey.
wasn't you. He might be. He's never did a podcast before,
And
and
there's
he
a
just
better
doesn't
option
see
than
on
the AOL.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm
Dial
going
up
to get out
died
of
a
here.
long time ago.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for all tuning in on the social media and asking questions. I appreciate it. I got it out to the guys. Thank you guys for all tuning in. 2 hours, 33 minutes, 32 seconds. I'm saying good night. So, TA, good seeing you again as always. Freight Train, always a pleasure, brother. Rich Smoke, the smartest man in Philadelphia. Thank you guys for being on MegaCast 6. Aye, aye, Benny Hill. Aye, aye.
How about
Thanks,
that
everybody.
14th pick, baby? Woo!
Yeah, thanks, everybody. Have a great night, a better tomorrow, and I will get us out of here. Thank you.
Oh, mama, oh, mama, oh, mama, oh, mama.